Hey everybody, Ron the Future here. How are you guys doing today? Just thought I'd come in, say hi, do a little live, see what's going on with you guys. That's my little camera here. Hey NASCAR, can you hear me? I had a feeling you'd be the first one in. That's cool, thanks buddy. And Vienna, hey, how's it going? Good morning. Father Wolf, hey, thank you. Okay, you're only here for a minute. That's cool. I appreciate it. This was kind of a surprise. I was busy doing something else, but I wanted to say hi to you guys. So I thought I would come live for a little bit. So, how is everybody doing today? Oh, you can't hear me. Let's see. I have the volume all the way up. How about now? Can anybody else hear me? Good. You okay? Okay, NASCAR can hear me. So, can anybody else out there hear me? Father Wolf, same. Okay, I think everybody else can hear me, Father Wolf. Oh, now it says NASCAR can't. Okay, and Big Charlie, you can hear me? Okay, Vienna can hear me. It's very low. Okay, I turned up the volume. Might have to start over again. Okay, volume's up all the way. So this is what I've been doing all the other times, so it should be working okay. Can you guys hear me now? Let me know. Okay, can you hear me, NASCAR? Okay. Yeah, I have the volume turned up all the way, so it should be good. Father Wolf said it's low. Yeah, I got the volume turned up, and I'm talking extra loud. So, okay, Big Charlie said it's loud and clear. Okay, that's great. So, what are you guys up to today? I was just working on a project, and then after that, I was going through some Hot Wheels. I do have a new video coming out tomorrow. It's not of a Hot Wheels, though, it's a comic book. It's a Motley Crue comic book, actually. Okay, so NASCAR, nothing much. Vienna, I hope I'm saying your name right. Am I the only Filipina here, huh? I think so far. So I have a list here I've been telling everybody. I've been writing everybody's names down and where they're from. So Vienna, you're from the Philippines. I'll write that down here. I thought I already had you down there. I might have missed you. Okay, let's see. And Vienna. Just be a second, guys. It helps me remember everybody's name and where they're from and everything. Let me scroll down here. Let's see. That's where I'm from. Okay, NASCAR, I got you. You're from, let's see. You're from Bullhead City, Arizona. Yeah, I got you, NASCAR. And Ben Green Hot Wheels, South Georgia. So I thought I had you on here. Let's see. Let's see. No, I might have missed you. Let's see. Do a little scrolling here. So, Old Man Gamers, thanks for the invite, my friend. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Just trying to get some new names on my list here. Okay, I think I missed somebody. Let's see. Okay, Ben Green Hot Wheels. Let's see. No, I don't have you, Ben. Gotcha now. No, I had you. The comments disappeared. Get them back. Okay. Ben Green Hot Wheels, South Georgia. Okay. Stay with me, guys. Hang on. Okay, Ben, we got you. We got Vienna from the Philippines. Okay. Let's see. I'm missing somebody here. Okay. So how's everybody's day going? Mine's going pretty good. Like I said, I was working on a project before. I was going through some Hot Wheels, preparing to do a new video on some Hot Wheels. So this one I already did a video on, but the one tomorrow, I upload every Friday afternoon. Tomorrow is a comic book of Motley Crue. Yeah, a long time ago, maybe about 25 years ago. So you want to check that out. So this Hot Wheels here, like I said, I already did a video on it. This is the Bone Shaker. Real cool little hot rod. I really like this one. Now they made several different styles and colors. And I got this one a long time ago. I think they made a lot more, I think the last few years. Okay, this one I got way back in 2009. I know they made quite a few since then. That's a real cool hot rod. They cut the top right off, right along the edges right there. I think I'm missing some comments. I'm still working on my computer, guys, to try to get StreamYard so I can go live on my computer too. Okay, let's see. We got 3 in here. And we got 2 in here. I guess they're going to have to go tell their friends. Now tell their friends I'm live. Let's see. Oh, my nose is bleeding. Huh? Sorry, host. Not fluent in English, but I understand you. Okay, that's great, Vienna. Stay as long as you want. If you're not fluent in English, that's okay too. We'll get through it together, okay? No problem. I appreciate everybody coming in. If I missed anybody's name, I'm sorry. Like I said, working on my list here of names. When people come in and out, I like to, if I don't know them that well, I like to look at my list. And I know where they're from. Okay, let's see. So you can hear me okay, Vienna? Are you still there? And also, let's see. Yes, okay, cool, Vienna. So as many of you know, I'm a big movie guy. Love movies, especially the old classic movies. I picked one out for tonight. This one here, younger people might not know. This is Charlton Heston, big movie star. I think 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, around in there. And he's done a lot of things, way too many movies to even mention. But this one here, this came out in 1973. And this one's called Soylent Green. So this takes place in New York City in the year 2022, which of course is 2 years from now. So in 1973, 2020, all that, the future, is a long way away. So anyway, I know it's hard to see here. It's not the best picture, but you see a garbage truck right here. You see a whole bunch of people here. So basically, I don't like these type of movies usually, but this one, it's a classic, and I've always liked this one. But what it is, the government and the people in the movie are so poor, and there's no more food. The food farmers have gone out, everybody's gone out, stores and all that. So what the government does, they scoop people up in these special modified garbage trucks when the people are out, standing in the street, and they scoop them up and they put them in the back of the garbage truck and they take them somewhere, okay? And, well, basically then they turn them into food, like little tiny crackers. And the crackers are green. That's why they call it Soylent Green. And the government gives the other people that are still alive these crackers to eat so they can live. So that's basically what the movie is. I think I just spoiled it for you guys, but I wanted you guys to know. So yeah, it has Charlton Heston and Lee Taylor Young. So it says it's the year uh, uh, 2022. People are still the same. They'll do anything to get what they need, and they need Soylent Green, which is the food. But when the government hands out these little crackers, which is Soylent Green, the public does not know they're eating people. They're eating human beings. So now there's some other interesting things in the movie. I don't want to give it away. So if you get a chance, or you can see this on TV. I've got Netflix, but I haven't seen this on Netflix yet. Like I was telling everybody the last few times I went live, I had about 20, 30 old movies on Netflix, and they wiped them out one day. And I always thought that might happen. It digitally you can't trust them. When you have it in your hand, that's why every now and then I try to buy some DVDs that I like. So this way you can play these, anytime you want, of course. So that's the movie I got picked out tonight. I'm a big Charlton Heston fan. So a lot of you younger viewers won't probably know who he is, but if you get a chance, check out Soylent Green. I think you'll like it. It's a really, really good movie. So anyway, I was on the internet today, just surfing around, and came across something interesting. I don't know who did this poll, what newspaper, that I don't know. But somebody put together the 30 most influential guitarists. So I thought that might be fun to share with you guys. Like I said, I didn't even know I was coming on live today. So this was kind of just spare of the moment. Let's see, I'm still here. Was I watching you? Okay. Oh, let's see. I got to go. Good night. Okay, Charlie. Thanks for coming in. Madam Jasmine, hey, you made it. Hey, thanks for coming in. Let's see. How can I have one DVD? Yeah, maybe one day I'll do a giveaway or something. I don't know. How are you doing, Madam Jasmine? I know you're very busy. I think you're up in Oregon right now. So how are you doing tonight? And Madam Jasmine, what are you having for dinner tonight? I know you love to film videos where you go eat and do videos. I like those kind of videos. So I already have you on my list where you're from. Yeah, I already got you. So I was talking about, I wrote down a list of the 30 most influential guitarists that was on the internet today. And so I thought we'd go through that. Now, I play guitar. I play electric guitar. I have 3 guitars, 2 electric, 1 acoustic. So a lot of these guys, of course, I already know that's on the list. So now they're not in a special order. It's just the order I got them off my computer. So it doesn't mean one's better than the other, more popular than the other. It's just how I wrote them down, the order that was on the screen. So the first one just happens to be my favorite, and that's Keith Richards from the Rolling Stones. Well, one of my favorites. I have 2 favorites. Well, I have a lot of favorites, but my top 2 are coming up. So those of you who know me know I play the Rolling Stones on my guitar. They're my favorite rock and roll band. Of course, I do listen to pop and country and other bands as well. But the Rolling Stones, Motley Crue, they're pretty much my favorites. That's what I play on the guitar. And so my favorite guitar player is Keith Richards and Ronnie Wood. And let me know if you guys know who Keith Richards is. I know we have younger people. So Madam Jasmine, I'm actually heading back to my hotel. Now I'm going to order from Uber Eats. Okay, you order from Uber Eats. I hope you have a nice dinner and enjoy your dinner. And I don't know how long I'll be on. This will just spare the moment. And yeah, so if you have to go and come back in later, that'd be great. It's always a pleasure to see you, Madam Jasmine. So anyway, so that's my favorite. Keith Richards, as a lot of you know. And number 2 is Dwayne Allman from the Allman Brothers. So we're talking again like the Stones, back in the 60s and 70s. I really didn't get into the Allman Brothers too much, but I've heard their songs a lot. So let's see. So number 3, now we're going way back, maybe 40s and 50s. We're talking Chet Atkins. So he was a country guitarist, and I believe he played with a lot of different people, a lot of different bands, recording with them and concerts and stuff. So as a little kid, I seen him on different TV shows and records. My parents' records. My parents like country music a lot. So that's number 3. So number 4, we have Jeff Beck, which we know, he's into rock and I think blues too. I've seen him a lot on TV playing. So Jeff Beck's a really, really great guitar player. And let's see. Okay, so now number 5, my top 2, 1 and 2, that's Chuck Berry. So naturally came out, the 50s. And as guitar players like to say, there wasn't Chuck Berry, there wouldn't be no rock and roll on guitar. Elvis Presley, we know, was the king of rock and roll and singing and all that. And he played a little guitar, but he said he's better on the piano than he was the guitar. And let's see, Madam Jasmine, I cannot participate in the chat, but I will be listening to the live until I get back to the hotel. Okay, thank you, Madam Jasmine. Thank you very much for that. So anyway, if you guys don't have Madam Jasmine, check her channel out. She has a great channel. She travels a lot, goes to some really great places. I've seen a lot of her videos, and she goes in restaurants and she orders some really neat food like sushi and all kinds of Hawaiian things and Jamaican things. And then she tells you, where you can get it, what the food tastes like, and all kinds of neat things. So if you don't have her, check her out. You like her channel. So, see, I do a lot of Chuck Berry, and it was funny because Keith Richards, I seen a documentary on Chuck Berry and I read his book, and Keith Richards said if it wasn't for Chuck Berry, he probably wouldn't have become a guitar player, or at least as, great as Keith Richards became. So all the rock and roll and rock that is here today, they say all comes from Chuck Berry. He got that rock and roll, beat going. So they say before Chuck Berry got it, it was more bluesy, like in the 30s and 40s. So that goes back to there. The next guy I don't know too well. His name is Ritchie Blackmore. I was reading, he is into rock and roll music. I'm not too familiar with him. Now the next guy I know really good, Eric Clapton. So he goes way back, to the 60s, of course, like the Rolling Stones and the Beatles and all that. So let me know in the chats if you know any of these guys, or if any of these are your favorite guitarists. So Eric Clapton, yeah, I see him even still today, on different shows. So playing and concerts and stuff. Now the next one is Lita Ford. Now I don't know what happened to her. I don't know if she's still going or not. I should look her up. I've seen her years and years ago on TV playing. Great guitar player. Rock, heavy metal, pretty hard rock, very pretty lady, very talented on the guitar. And I believe she would sing too, if I remember right. It's been a lot of years since I've seen Lita Ford. Number 9, we got David Gilmour. And I wrote down he was into rock music. I don't know him too well. Maybe if I seen him play or heard him play, I might know him. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody here. Okay, the next one, number 10, is Buddy Guy. I know he's into blues. I'm not into the blues too much. Once in a while, I'll listen to it. Let's see. So number 11 is Kirk Hammett. Said he was into rock music. I'm not familiar, though, with Kirk. Number 12, I know very well, George Harrison from the Beatles. So I'm sure you guys have all heard of the Beatles and the Rolling Stones and Eric Clapton, because they go way, way back to the 60s. Number 13, another icon, Jimi Hendrix. You see him all over on t-shirts and different memorabilia, like all the other rock stars. I wasn't a big Jimi Hendrix fan, but I've seen him in documentaries on TV and everything. So let me know in the comments if you guys know Jimi Hendrix or any other names I mentioned above. Now, number 14, I'm not familiar with. I think it's pronounced Tony Iommi, maybe Lamy, I'm not sure. It said he was into heavy metal. Again, a lot of these guys, I don't know if I've seen them on TV. I probably know them because in the 80s, I listened to a lot of rock bands. They call them now hair bands, Motley Crue, Poison, then the women, Joan Jett, Heart, stuff like that. So let's see, that's number 14. So number 15, we got B.B. King. So yeah, he goes way back. He might be from the 50s, I believe. I've seen him on TV a lot. Of course, he's blues guitar. Very, very great guitar player. Number 16 is Brian May. So it's said from Queen. I've seen Queen a lot, on TV years and years ago when I was like a little kid and teenager. I know a few of their songs. I really didn't get into Queen that much. Now the next one, I believe it's pronounced Joni Mitchell. She's a woman, a rock and roll guitar player. And I've seen her picture on the internet, but I really didn't recognize her. I don't know her music that well. And let's see. Okay, number 18, Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin. So yeah, he goes way back. Another great guitar player. I didn't get into Led Zeppelin a whole bunch, but of course, I've seen him on TV and stuff a lot. That was number 18. Number 19 is Bonnie Raitt. She plays the blues. Again, I really didn't get into her too much. I'm really not into the blues that much. More of a rock and roll, heavy metal guy. And I've seen her a lot on TV, Bonnie Raitt. And yeah, she does. She plays really good guitar. Like I said, whoever wrote this list, this is their opinion. This doesn't mean one guitar player is better than the other, of course. And number 20 is Randy Rhoads. You might recognize him from being with Ozzy Osbourne. It was Ozzy Osbourne's lead guitar player years and years ago. And then, of course, he passed away. I believe a plane hit the bus Randy was sitting in. And that's what killed him, unfortunately. Yeah, really great guitar player. I go back on YouTube and I'll watch Ozzy and I see Randy Rhoads playing. And I think he did a couple of interviews. And I think some are with Ozzy. So yeah, I like Randy Rhoads. That's number 20. So number 21 is Carlos Santana. He's really big, and he was playing up here in Las Vegas, I think a few years ago for a long time. Somebody even said he lives up here in Las Vegas. I'm not sure on that, but he was playing up here. And I know he's into jazz, blues, salsa, and different things like that. I know he's really, really great guitar player. Hey, JP, what's going on? Said Barry did rock it. Yes, he did, sir. Thanks for coming in, JP. I know you did the live the other night. I think it was a little bit late, and I missed it. I'm not sure. So you're in New Mexico, I believe. Yeah, New Mexico. I don't know if we have the same time zone. I have to check into that. So yeah, I was just telling everybody I have this list of the 30 most influential guitar players that I found on the internet. So they're not in any particular order. I just wrote them down, So let's see. So like I said, I'm not a big Carlos Santana fan. I do see him on TV when he's in concert, like when he was here in Vegas. A lot of times our local news will tell who's playing here, maybe show a couple minutes of them playing, and I get to see them. No problem, bro. I do real late live streams. It's 5 p.m. here. Okay. So yeah. Yeah, almost the same time zone, I think. Okay. Not sure of the exact time here. So I have my phone on. It's not showing the time. It just says how much time I've been on. So I've been on for about 25 minutes. Okay, so that was number 21, Carlos Santana. Number 22, we should all know that, Slash, of course, from Guns N' Roses. Now I believe he plays with other bands. I'm not sure if Guns N' Roses is back together. I know a lot of these older bands, they come, they go, they come and go. I like Slash, very great guitar player, very talented. Man, I've seen him, a lot of times. Not in concert, but on TV and like documentaries and different things like that. Now this one here, I don't know if you guys will know her. I don't know her, but they call her Sister Rosetta Tharpe, and she plays blues and jazz, and she looked like an older lady. I don't know her age, so I imagine she might be from the 50s or 60s, maybe around like the B.B. King age, B.B. King era. That was number 23. So number 24, we have Pete Townshend from The Who. So let me know if you know who Pete Townshend is. I really, again, didn't get into the band The Who too much. And I believe a long time ago, I think the early 70s, wasn't there a band called Yes? I think there was a band called Yes. I just remembered that. I should look into that. And the next one I like a lot, Mr. Eddie Van Halen, Mr. Edward Van Halen. So we all know Van Halen from the band Van Halen, of course, heavy metal, and David Lee Roth. So a lot of you know this from my videos because years and years ago I worked for George Barris, and he was the king of the customizers for all the cars for the movie stars, television shows like the Munsters, the Beverly Hillbillies, and just a ton of celebrities. He made custom cars for all the top celebrities in Hollywood. And yeah, great bands. Yeah, JP. And so I was working for Barris one day, and I was working on a car, and David Lee Roth pulled up in a Mercedes-Benz, and he got out, came out with his girlfriend, and I have the picture with them. I took a nice picture. I had my boss take a picture with us together. And of course, he had his hair in a ponytail though. But you can tell by his face, I got a nice close-up with the side-by-side there at Barris's shop. And I've got a nice frame hanging up. So that was really fun to meet him. My boss always said, you never know. Barris always said, you never know who's going to drop by. So always have your camera ready. And I always did. Of course, back then, we had film. It wasn't digital. And then after you would take the picture, I'd always worry, did the film come out? You don't know if they're going to come out blurry. You don't know how the lighting is and all that. And one time, this is like when I was 21, my boss took me to Universal Studios, and his wife worked for Charles in Charge. She was the costume designer on the TV series Charles in Charge. And back then, one of my favorite actresses was Nicole Eggert. So we had to go to Universal. We were doing some filming with cars, and I was sitting in my car kind of off to the side of the little road there on the back streets of Universal. I was right by the sound stages, and I was right by Charles in Charge, and Nicole Eggert came out, and it was raining a little bit, kind of sprinkling. And I recognized her, so I grabbed my camera, rushed over, and I wanted to get a picture with her before it really started raining. Well, she was busy in the trunk of her car. She drove a little VW Rabbit back then. So she's trying to get a light jacket out. And so I was getting my camera ready, and I was in a rush. I was trying to get somebody over to get my camera to take a picture with me and Nicole Eggert. I was trying to then talk to Nicole Eggert and tell her my boss's wife is the costume designer, works with your clothing and all that. Well, it was an old, kind of a cheap camera, had the regular film in it, from years ago, it wasn't digital. And somehow I hit the wrong button, and the 2 batteries dropped out at the bottom of the camera. And Nicole Eggert kind of smiled. She says, you dropped your batteries. I was only about 20, 21 at that time. Instead of bending down and getting the batteries, putting them back in, I was afraid she might take off. And I said, that's okay. I handed the camera to a guy who took the picture. Unfortunately, those pictures never came out. But what I did, I bought a nice picture of Nicole Eggert when she was about 17, 18, standing by the white VW Rabbit. And I gave it to my friend's wife, and she took it to Nicole and had her autograph it for me and say something really nice on it. So that worked out really good. So I wish we'd have had digital back then 30 years ago. She didn't have to mess with the regular batteries and film and lighting and all that hassle. So that's how I got embarrassed a little bit in front of Nicole Eggert, but you just have to forget about it and keep rolling, right? So let's see, we got Eddie Van Halen. Yeah, so David Lee Roth, he came up to Barris, says he just wanted to show his girlfriend some cool cars. So we had maybe 10 custom cars and hot rods already in the shop. And so he just asked me questions. I walked him around the garage and he was talking to me and all that great stuff, and took a nice picture with him by the cars. Let's see, Crime Alley Comics. Hey, Ron. Hey, Ron, thanks for coming in, Crime Alley Comics. I'm just talking about some rock bands, and I found on the internet today, they called it the 30 most influential guitarists. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Make sure you give me a big thumbs up if you like the video, or my live. I'm used to saying video. I think this is my 4th or 5th live, so I'm still kind of new at it. So number 25, we got Eddie Van Halen. Number 26, we have Stevie Ray Vaughan. Again, this is another one I've seen on TV a lot. I think some documentaries. And, Crime Alley Comics. I'm coming out with the new video tomorrow. A comic book of Motley Crue. I've got a Motley Crue comic book that I've had for years, so you might want to check that out. I make videos, I upload them every Friday. That was number 26, Stevie Ray Vaughan. And number 27, I don't know. His name's Jack White. And it really didn't say what band he was in. I tried, I read the whole internet thing there, column. And I didn't have time to look him up on the internet. I just wanted to come in and say hi to you guys. And so number 29 is Nancy Wilson from the band Heart. You might know her. I've seen Heart a lot, again, on TV. I never seen him in concert. Years ago, heard him a lot on the radio, seen videos. I was around when MTV was going, So a lot of you guys might not even know, or when you play this back, you might not even know what MTV was. That's when they used to play music videos on TV. Crime Alley Comics, awesome. I will check it out. Yeah, it's a cool comic book. I think you'll like it. So that was number 28, Nancy Wilson from Heart. And I think she is Brian Wilson's daughter from the Beach Boys, if I remember correctly. So she comes from a legend, anybody from the Beach Boys. I love the Beach Boys. I'm a huge Beach Boy man. I like the Beach Boys. I like the Rolling Stones, the Beach Boys, Elvis Presley, Motley Crue. I'm kind of like all over the board. I like 50s music, 60s, 70s, 80s. Not too much of the new music of today, though. I think the last person I really like is like Britney Spears. And yeah, pretty much I think Britney Spears is the cutoff. I try to listen to music older, 60s, 50s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Number 29, they have down, I got this from Angus Young from AC/DC. So yeah, again, I've seen AC/DC a lot on TV, either MTV or if they did documentaries, all kinds of good stuff like that. And number 30, again, these are in no order at all. Neil Young, I think he came out around the 60s, sometime like the Beatles and the folk music and all that. I'm not a big Neil Young fan myself. I think he's good. I'm just not, a huge fan. Again, I've seen him a lot on TV. I don't know if he's ever played here in Vegas or not. That I'm not sure about. So anyway, that was my list. So do you guys have a favorite guitar player? Who are your icon guitar players? I was telling everybody. Mine's Chuck Berry, Keith Richards. Keith Richards used to listen to Chuck Berry when Keith Richards was a boy. One of the DVDs I want to get is Hail, Hail, Rock and Roll. And that's, I think it was Chuck Berry's 60th birthday party. And Chuck Berry got together with Keith Richards and he wanted a birthday party where a lot of the legends play guitar. So that's Chuck Berry playing the guitar in there. Of course, Keith Richards, they got Eric Clapton, and a whole bunch of them. And they're all dressed up, and they're playing on the stage, and they're doing a concert. And I seen that twice, but it was a long time ago. And I went to get the DVD maybe about 5 years ago, and it was really expensive for some reason. It was like double or triple of what the price should have been, and I didn't get it. I was waiting for it to come down, so it should be down. It seems like the older they get, the price comes down, because a lot of these older movies, like this one here, I'm watching tonight, Soylent Green, you can get between like maybe $11 and $15. And I think at that time, the Hail, Hail, Rock and Roll with Chuck Berry was like $25 or $29. And that was just outrageous, for a DVD because it was already old. It wasn't brand new, like it just got released yesterday. So yeah, when they're too expensive, I just wait for them to come down, So yeah, just relaxing today. Wanted to come on and say hi to you guys, how everybody's doing. Again, tried working on my computer earlier. I'm having a little bit of trouble with StreamYard. I like streaming on my phone. I want to try it on my computer. So on my phone, the comments, they disappear. Then I got to keep scrolling up, excuse me, and all that. So on the computer, it should just stay right on the right-hand side. So awesome, I will check it out. Okay. So let's see. And then for those of you who don't know, I'm a big movie guy. I'm always going through my movie catalog I got this year from Movies Unlimited, the DVD catalog 2020. So I'm always asking everybody what's their favorite movies, if they're into new movies, old movies, comedy movies, horror movies. It seems like Marvel movies never come down in price. I know, you're right, everything's so expensive. Even in here, this huge catalog, look how thick it is, Crime Alley. It's huge. I haven't even finished going through it yet. Look at the writing, how small it is. Even with my reading glasses on, look how small. Need a magnifying glass just to read it. After about a half hour, it starts giving me a headache. So what I do, I read it, and I get my pen. Then I say this one here, like this one, then I'll just outline it and put a little star by it. Then I know that's the movie I want to get eventually. So I only made it to, let's see, I'm only on page 54. And there's like, let's see, a little over 400 pages. That's how thick it is. I just do it, like I said, about 30 minutes a day. Well, not every day. I get busy, but when I have time in my spare time, I like going through that. So Crime Alley Comics, besides Marvel movies, what other movies do you like? So I think I showed you tonight. I'm watching this old one, Soy and Green, 1973, Charleston Heston. Did you see this one? This one's a really good movie. And I haven't seen it in many years. I think I seen it, I don't know, 2 or 3 times years ago. So when it came out on Blu-ray, yeah, I picked this one up. Let's see. Hey, 89 Mattel. Hey, brother, you made it. Long time. No see. Let's see. What we got here. See, what's up, Ron? Got you. Hey, thanks, 89 Mattel. Hey, everybody, if you like Hot Wheels like this and Matchbox cars, and my very good buddy, 89 Mattel, we're into Hot Wheels, and he has a huge Hot Wheel collection. And he goes to thrift stores and all different kinds of places and finds some really cool cars like this, little Hot Wheels and Matchbox and other die-cast little cars. His name's 89 Mattel. If you don't have him, you'll want to check him out. He has a really, really great channel. And we're really old friends. Matter of fact, I've been on YouTube. I started making videos, January of 2017. So a little over 3 years right now. And 89 Mattel subscribed to me. He was one of my first subscribers. And ever since then, every week we watch each other's videos. He usually comes out with one about once a week. I come out with one every Friday. And we watch each other's videos for like 3 years now. So how are you doing, 89? See, thanks for the shout out, brother. Very good old friends. Yeah, and we've watched a lot of videos together, each other's videos, in a long time. Good years, a lot of fun. You know, we both have some really nice cars, especially you. I think your collection's way bigger than mine. I have to buy some. I'm lagging behind here. See, Crime Alley Comics, mostly like DC movies and old sci-fi movies. Okay, that's good. That's real good. I'm due to see, well, that'll be a while, the Wonder Woman movie that came out. I've got that on DVD too. And so I rented it when it came out on Redbox. And then somebody got me the DVD for a present. And it's still in the cellophane. I didn't take the cellophane wrapper off yet. It's still in the cellophane. So I've been just saving that kind of like for a special occasion. So I really, really liked the Wonder Woman movie. That was really good. I was hoping it'd be good and that they would do Wonder Woman justice, and I think they did. So Crime Alley Comics, I collect a lot of Hot Wheels and Batmobiles. Oh, that's cool. Big thumbs up on that. I have a Batmobile Hot Wheel. I still have carded. It might be like in a little box type thing. I will be showing eventually. I have a bin. I'm still going through it with my Hot Wheels. And then in another bin downstairs that I haven't been into many years, I have quite a few Batmobiles. Some are plastic and bigger scales. Some are metal. So I'll be bringing those out in future videos. I have some really nice ones coming up. Yeah, I love Batmobiles. My favorite's a 1966 from the original TV series. That's my favorite Batmobile, but I like them all. Let's see. Let's try and catch up here. See, 89 Mattel doing good. Just saw the new Sonic movie. Okay, good. I didn't see that one yet. Crime Alley Wonder Woman was great. Yeah, I really like that movie. I heard they're doing another Wonder Woman. I don't know if they're making it right now or getting ready to. Let's see. I love older Hot Wheels as well. That's cool. So you love the older pieces too. Yeah. Years ago, I sold 89 Mattel. I sold a lot of my older Hot Wheels. And I traded and I sold. And but I have quite a lot, like in like the late 90s and the early 2000s, mid 2000s, like this one I was showing earlier. You know this one, of course. Bone Shaker. And I got this one in 2009. I don't know how many castings they made of this. I know, I don't know right today, but here recently I've seen quite a few YouTubers showing Bone Shaker on their channels. I know you have too. And I know they come in different colors and different things on them and stuff. So yeah, that's the one from 2009. It's Crime. Now the Comics 1966 is my favorite too. This one from 1984. Yeah, I think, well, I've always liked the 1966 series Batmobile, maybe because when I was a kid, I seen that first. And then when I worked for George Barris, he had the Batmobile right there in the showroom most of the time, unless it went out on tour. So I was always around the 66 Batmobile, the Monkey Mobile, the Munster Coach, the Munster's Dragula, the Beverly Hillbillies truck, all the old TV shows. And he had Kit from Knight Rider. So yeah, I always just kind of favored the 66 Batmobile. Let's see, have you picked up any of the ID Hot Wheels? No, not yet. I'm due, way overdue. There's a whole bunch of Hot Wheels that I want to get. Then every time I want to go shopping, something always seems to come up, as might happen to you guys. And I just keep saying, well, I'll go tomorrow. But yeah, I need to do some Hot Wheels shopping. There's a lot of Hot Wheels I want to get. And it's funny when I see on YouTube or Instagram, I see other guys who collect Hot Wheels, kind of like the Bone Shaker. They'll say, yeah, this just came out yesterday. And it's the same, vehicle, car, truck, same make and everything. I'm thinking, I bought that one like 20 years ago, 20, 25 years ago. They're still making it. So I guess they, still reissue them. So I did a video on this one a long time ago. I know 89 Mattel's seen it. So that's pretty heavy. It has the metal base. I don't know if the base now, if they're plastic on the Bone Shaker. Not. I don't know if that's focused or not. I'm getting a glare. So yeah, it's pretty heavy. Yeah, it's a cute little hot rod. I like the front end. It has the skull. So that's pretty cool. Little truck. I like trucks. I like hot rod trucks. Love those headers coming out. I love chrome engines and headers coming out. I love that kind of stuff. Love hot rods. So it actually says here, okay, actually, wait a minute. Let's see. It says 2009 way down here, but up here on the specs, it says born 2005, birthplace, that's El Segundo, California, USA, of course, where they make Hot Wheels, designer Hot Wheels. It's a specialty with the skull grill, which I was just trying to show you guys. If I get too close, I don't know if it'll go out of focus. I'll zoom it real quick. I think it's out of focus. The skull grill, zoomy pipes, and injector stacks through the hood. You can see there. I think this is the only one I have. That's why I don't want to take it out of the card. I used to buy a lot of doubles, as I say in my videos, but I sold a lot through the years too. I never knew there was going to be a YouTube. I never knew if there was, I was going to be on YouTube, or I would have saved all my cars. What a bang outside. Like I was saying in my other videos, I've had a lot more cars than I'll be showing. I've had a lot more Hot Wheels. I sold a lot. I've had a lot more model cars that I've built. Even as a teenager and like when I was in my 20s, I sold them. Just general and toys and cars. I just sold a lot. Again, never thinking I was going to have a YouTube channel, to share with you guys. So then it says, this rat rod was made to shake your bones. They call this a rat rod, but, don't look too junky looking. I love the orange paint. So that's pretty cool. Nice card too. The card's in really great condition. So yeah, I was just going through some Hot Wheels earlier today and got a few out. I'll probably shoot a video tomorrow after I upload my Motley Crue comic book tomorrow. See, and I'm gonna tell. There's a lot of Hot Wheels where, see, there's a lot of Hot Wheels with just repaint, so I just get the one I find and don't get it again. Yeah, you're right, 89. Okay, Crime Alley. I just picked up 2 Corgi Batmobiles to restore. I will be doing a restoration video on one of those. Oh, that's cool. I watch a lot of restoration videos. I thought about doing one day just for fun, but I don't have any junky Hot Wheels. So I've always bought them brand new, and some I would take out of the card to display them. Others I kept in the card, and I either kept them or sold them. So I really, I do have a few from when I was a little kid. They're kind of junky. Well, not too junky, but played with. So I'd have to take a new one like this and just repaint it, or swap engines and wheels. So I've been learning how to do that. I wish I had some more older ones. So I hate to paint a brand new one. It's more fun if you have a real junky looking one all chipped up and then do a video on it and repaint it and all that. So yeah, I watched a lot of videos on how to do that. And I think I'd be pretty good at it, especially the painting, because I used to paint model cars, all the time. Of course, it's been a while. It's been many years since I've done that. I kind of got out of that. Back to what you were saying, 89, Mattel, that was a good comment. I'm not sure the exact years. I'd say maybe the mid-90s, maybe to the, I don't know, year 2000. There was several years they were doing that, just like you were saying. They were taking the same castings and just putting different paint jobs on them. And I was getting them for a while. 55 Chevys, 34 Fords, 32 Fords. And I got quite a few. And then it dawned on me one day, I'm in the store, what's the same Ford, just different color, same wheel, same style. They didn't put in a different engine, different interior. I have quite a few 1950 Mercurys, called Mercs, customized that are lowered down, chopped, fancy paint jobs. Again, I was buying like doubles and triples because I had a buddy of mine that was in Hot Wheels and we would trade back and forth. So I know I have about 5 in different colors, like purple, white, yellow, one's in black. I forgot the other color right now. And, but today it's all different. And I seen a YouTube video, I forgot the name of it though, and they were showing how Hot Wheels are made. Everything's all high tech now, and nothing's drawn out by hand. It's all digital on the computer, and they're coming out really good. I think a lot of them look better than the 80s and 90s. As far as the detail, the engine and the wheels and different things like that. So yeah, I haven't been buying too many new ones lately. I wanted to finish filming what I have already. So like I said, I have a big plastic bin, like maybe 3 feet wide, 2 feet high, just filled with Hot Wheels like this, mostly carded. But some I have doubles, so as I pick out a couple, I just put the doubles to the side. And so I wanted to film those. And then I have, I think, 2 or 3 of those same plastic bins downstairs with the different size cars, different scales, 1/18th, 1/25th. Some are metal, some are plastic, like we were talking about the Batmobiles. I have a big Batmobile in plastic. It's really long. It's the one, I think, from 1988. Then I have a 1934 Ford that I played with as a kid. And I forgot the scale, but I don't know, it's about this big. I have a few VWs. One's all original and metal. Then I have a Baja Bug, or kind of like a half street, half Baja Bug type hot rod and plastic. So I have to look online. I just haven't had time. I don't know how much they're worth, but I've had a lot of those toys since I was a kid. I actually played with them. So when I look at them, I have the memories of playing with these cars too. And I would say I have maybe 5 Hot Wheels still at today. I have them in a display case that I played with as a kid. So when I look at those, I remember being a little kid and playing with them on those orange tracks, and then taking those orange tracks outside. I know they have orange tracks at today, but when I was a kid, they were very hard to put together. I don't know if they're easy nowadays. I haven't seen a track in years, but I used to try to have my mom and dad help me, with the tracks, and they were hard. I snap them together, and they were hard to line up, and it was very frustrating. My mom and dad would get frustrated helping me build, the tracks, because I had the cars, and they would help me with the track, go all around the front room and different things like that. But I've been watching a few YouTube videos. Boy, things have sure changed over the years. The tracks have, of course, gotten a lot better, and then they have jumps now and these big hills. Then they have like a booster or something when the car kind of runs out of juice there, it kind of boosts them and shoots them out like a launch thing or something they call it. So as a kid, we never had these boosters or launchers. In the car ran out of gas, we would have to, go down the track and push it ourselves. So when I look at these 4 or 5 Hot Wheels, I remember as a kid playing, with these Hot Wheels, and my mom and dad buying them for me and helping me with the tracks, and all of us getting frustrated. And then maybe have the track set up for a few days in the house, maybe a week. Then I'd take it outside. My friends would come over with their Hot Wheels, and then we'd race them, on the front lawn and stuff. So just like you guys did, I'm sure. I think I might be missing some comments here. You're talking about Hot Wheels, and I keep talking, right? Oh, yes, I'm missing some. Okay. Poppy's Hot Wheels, or Poppy's RC models. Okay. Thank you, Poppy, for coming in. Let's see. I have a list here. I've been writing everybody's names down and where they're from, Poppy. If you're still here, can you let me know what state you're in? I know where you're from, but I forgot because it's been a while. So I wish I'd kept all mine from my childhood, Poppy. Yeah, me too. My parents bought me a lot of Hot Wheels. I sold some, I guess, and then, I got older, but as a kid, I think I gave a lot of them away to my friends. Let's see, I have a couple of 1/18 scale 66 Batmobiles and a couple of 89 1/18 scale Batmobiles. Okay, Crime Alley. Hey, that's good. And more Batmobiles, the better, right? Okay, Crime Alley Comics. I'm in Indiana. Let's see. I'll put that down. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so Crime Alley Comics, you're in Indiana. Write that down. Okay, I got you, Crime Alley Comics. Thank you. And Poppy, that's okay. Virginia. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Okay. I thought it's somebody else from Virginia. I don't see it on my list. I thought I did. So I'm going to pick up my sister-in-law from work. I'll be back, bro. Okay, thanks, 89. I'm so glad you made it. I know you asked me to let you know I was going to go live. I didn't know I was going live right now, or like an hour ago, actually, an hour on the dot. It was just spare the moment. I was looking at some Hot Wheels, just got to work on a project, and I figure, well, I'll just go live. I want to say hi to everybody. I miss saying hi to everybody. I have a lot of cool people I know on YouTube, and they're coming in, so I've been writing them on the list. So I don't get a lot of people at once. You know, a lot of people don't know I'm going live on my phone. I can't premiere it. It has something else, but I don't know how to work that. On the computer it says premiere, but I'm still trying to work out the StreamYard on my computer. So the phone just comes in handy for a real quickie to get it going. So what are you doing tonight, Poppy? Anything interesting? I'm just hanging out at home. I was telling everybody earlier, of course, I'm a big movie guy. You might know this one. This is Soylent Green with Charlton Heston. I'm watching this tonight. It's from 1973. Let me know if you've seen this one. So I'm letting everybody know, you know, I'm a big movie guy. I'm always the movies. I have a big DVD collection. You understand that? I'm not that computer savvy. Yeah, I know. People, I'm the same way. I tell people, we all go into Best Buy. I have to pay for the Geek Squad. I pay for them every year because I don't know that much about the computer. I know how to turn it on. I go to YouTube, Facebook, you know, internet, stuff like that. As far as working on the computer, I really don't do anything on it like that. And so I have to hire the Geek Squad, and every 3 months I have to do a tune-up on the computer. Because I bought my new computer about 4 years ago, and they didn't tell me every 3 months that you have to do on the computer, you have to do what they call a tune-up. So like 8 months went by, and one day I went to turn on my computer in the morning, and the screen was black, and I couldn't do anything. It was even hard to turn off, so it's a good thing every year I renew that thing, you know, to get the Geek Squad at Best Buy. So I called them up, and it took like 5 hours, Poppy, just so they can go into my computer by remote control. You know, I'm here at my house, and they take over by remote control. Let's see, do you have the free version of StreamYard? Yeah, I do. And let's see, actually, my wife and I are going to celebrate our 25th anniversary, wedding anniversary, and we're going to renew our vows in Pigeon Forge this Saturday. Well, congratulations to you and your wife, Poppy. That's great to hear. A lot of people don't make it to 25 years old. 25 years wedding. Wow. Congratulations. That gets a big thumbs up. So tell your wife congratulations for me. That is excellent news. See, I think it's pronounced easy. Hello, everyone. I think I got you on my list, easy. Maybe I don't. I've been writing everybody down. Where are you from? Easy E. I don't know if I'm saying that right. If I'm butchering your name, I'm sorry. Maybe it's just easy. I don't know. Let me know where you're from. I don't have you on my list. I've been writing a list where people are from and their names so I can get to know everybody better. I know a lot of you already from YouTube, and a lot of the newer people, I like to write down their names and where they live, because I get a lot of people, you know, from different countries. And after a while, it just kind of got overwhelming. You know, it's hard to remember. I get people from the Philippines and Canada, France. And I think the first time I went live, a gentleman from Germany came in. And then I had a lady she was from France. She was from Africa, though, originally. So let's see here. So yeah, if you can, it might be easy. Let me know where you're from. Scroll down. I think I got everybody. So yeah, that's great news, Poppy's RC. I'm glad got your 25th wedding anniversary. That is really cool. Glad to hear that. Good for you. So yeah, just a relaxing night tonight. The weather here in Vegas has been very nice, very sunny, and just a little bit cool. not too cold. Here in February, usually we get about maybe 2 or 3 weeks in February that it warms up. It got, I think, to 70 degrees the other day. I think it's around in the 60s right now. Okay, just changed my channel name a few months ago. It was, oh, okay, Reed Whitley. Of course I know you. I didn't know you changed your name. Oh, okay. Or maybe if you're on Instagram, I might have seen it. A lot of people, if they change the name, they'll post it on Instagram. Okay, Easy's from Spring Hill, Florida. Okay, let me get that down. Okay. Yeah, I have quite a few subscribers from Florida. A few comic book guys, a few Hot Wheel guys. How do you like it in Florida? I know it's nice and warm there. Uh, they say it gets humid there a lot. I've never been to Florida. I do want to go one of these days. Here we have the humidity isn't really bad. It's what they call a dry heat. But I love when the comedians come out here. I see them a lot on TV, and they'll be doing a show here in Vegas, and they'll pick the summertime, and the comedians will come out and they'll say, let's see, it's great. I love the heat. Yeah, me too. I love the heat. And here in Vegas in summer, it'll go anywhere between 110 to 118, right around in there. You'll get comedians like from back east in New York, and they're not used to this heat out here. They'll walk outside during the day, that 118, hits them right in the face. They'll do their show tonight. They'll say, you guys are crazy for living in Vegas. He says, don't give me that dry heat stuff, He said, it's hot. He said, I don't care if it's 118, dry heat, wet heat, it's hot. He's got to go right back into the casino, where it's nice and cold. So it's kind of funny seeing a lot of people, I'm kind of used to it. Of course, I wouldn't want to stay out there all day in it, but I'm good, like around 110, like out in the garage doing something. And so yeah, I love the heat. My bones love the heat. I don't like the cold. I like playing in the snow, but I don't like the cold. It's probably this evening. I'm working on the AMT Kenworth 123 kit, just putting together some of the sub-assemblies. Okay, Poppy, boy, that sounds like a good build. I want to see that one when it's done. I haven't built a model in a long time. I want to. I get the itch, to build, and then something always comes up again. 3 years ago, before I started it on YouTube, I had a little bit more time, and I wanted to start, building models again. And then YouTube came along, and then I thought, before I start building more models, or even buying more models, I want to film what I already have and share with people on YouTube. Put my time into that. So maybe when I get more caught up, get more of my cars and stuff on, I would like to get back into building again. I love building models. It's easy. I notice enthusiasts here. I used to race the Team Wasi cars and trucks back in the day. I think I pronounced that right. Let's see. So you did some racing, and that's cool. Let's see, Poppy's. That is awesome music. Very cool. Yeah, I don't know if you were here. I don't think you were here the last time. Years ago, in my early 20s, I got into RC cars a little bit. I had one, and it was a Christmas present. And it was like a sand rail dune buggy. It was made for the dirt. It was a professional, like a dirt racer type. I forgot the right word for it. And it didn't come all assembled. It was like a kit. Now, I was good at building model kits, but this was way out of my league. Because I had, gears and all that. And instructions looked really hard, way different than a plastic model kit. So I went to the hobby store and I paid him to put this kit together. I told him, just take your time, even if it takes a couple of months, that's okay, I'm in no hurry. So he did it. It came out great. I got it home, I was playing with it, and I was getting pretty good at it. It was too fast for me. I wasn't that skilled at that fast of an RC car yet. And then the throttle kept sticking, and then it bashed into my fence, and I didn't like that. So then I told the guy at the store the problem. He said, yeah, they don't have the best throttle, they do stick, so I have to go chase after. We lived like on an acre, back then, and it would just take off. The throttle would stick, and I have to go chase this, long way. Good thing our yard was fenced in, or it just kept on going. So I didn't like that. And then he said to replace that throttle, it cost a lot of money back then. I don't know what it is now. And I didn't trust myself to do it, because it wasn't just a model kit. Kind of complicated, for me. And so I decided to sell it because I didn't like the throttle sticking, and there's just a few other things I didn't care for. But it was fun, I loved racing them, but I knew I wasn't too good working on them though. So I have some RC Batmobiles, a couple of 1/6 scale and a couple of 1/10 scales. Oh, okay. I haven't even seen those RC Batmobiles. I'd like to see those. I was watching a YouTube video a while back. I didn't even know they made these. I haven't really been, in a hobby shop in a long time. Were little dragsters. They were racing. They made a drag strip on this road somewhere, a parking lot, like a big parking lot. They made a little drag strip for the RC dragsters. And the little RC dragsters have slicks on the back, and they peel rubber and everything. And they're really fast. And they even had a VW was a drag car. So I like watching that one. It's easy. We had an RC track that was in town for 40 years. They finally closed this year. Kind of sad. Oh, it's too bad. Yeah, here in Vegas years ago, I haven't checked lately, they had one for dirt vehicles, trucks, and I don't know what they call them now, dune buggies or whatever. And they laid like pipe down, and they put dirt over to make jumps and ramps, and that was indoors, so I got to see that. I don't know if it's still there. I know a lot of hobby shops come and go. Okay, let's see. Batmobile 2 of 19. Okay, so you got the 2 of the 89 Batmobiles. Yeah, like I said, I have the plastic one. It's not a kit, it's already made. And I think that's the 89 Batmobile. I have a couple of those in plastic. So they're coming down the road, in future videos. So I just like to usually put out one car per week on Friday. Well, actually, no, it's one video on Friday, because most of I have different collectibles. I have the Hot Wheels, comic books, plastic model cars, die-cast cars of all sizes, and then I do have a few other little collections, like coin collections and a little bit of paper money, pocket knives. I just didn't want to bring everything on YouTube at once. I know I'm already confusing a lot of people already, because I mainly do the Hot Wheels comic books, and then the bigger cars, whether they're metal or plastic, and then my model cars that I've built. And most people just stay with one thing, like Hot Wheels or comic books. I'm kind of doing 3 and 4 things, but once in a while, maybe I'll throw in, a nice coin or something, or some paper money. So through the years, when I was a little kid, I used to collect money and proof sets. I'd get them for Christmas and birthday presents. And well, thank you, Poppy. You should have some nice collections. Yeah, one friend of mine on YouTube, he calls me a universal collector, because every week you don't know what's going to show up on my YouTube channel. There's a comic book, a Hot Wheel, a model kit, a die-cast car, or something else. And he hasn't caught my live streams yet, and he's real busy, and he works and everything, but he'll be coming in one day. So he invited me on his live stream. So he lives in Florida, so we're a few hours apart. I should go on his live stream. He keeps asking me to come on there. And then I just started myself live streaming a couple of weeks ago. I think this is my fourth or fifth one. So the first live stream, I was just filming a Hot Wheel, actually. I like that. Keeps the channel interesting. Yeah, thank you, Poppy. Yeah, that's how I feel. When I first got on YouTube, one of the recommendations somewhere on YouTube, it said, try to stick to one thing, whether it's cooking or like here Hot Wheels or just comic books, because you'll get more views that way and people will be able to find you better and search for you better. And I thought, but that's not me. You know, I've got a lot of comic books, Hot Wheels, die-cast cars, you know, some model cars that I built. Most of them I sold, but I saved the ones that that I really like, my favorites. So I thought, you know, I want to be me on here, and that's having all my collections. You know, I want to share this with people, and they can learn. And I like telling my stories about it. Like this, I bought around 2009. You know, it looks like it just came out pretty much today, and so I didn't listen to the YouTube recommendations. You know, I wanted to show my collections, and once in a while I'll throw in, you know, a coin or pocket knives or something like that. But I have other things, you know, and then in my garage I have things in boxes. When I moved from Southern California to here in Vegas, I have other types of memorabilia, movie memorabilia, TV memorabilia as well. So yeah, it's good to mix it up. Well, thank you for that. Yeah, that's what I try to do, you know. So, but then again, all I have on my channel are Fallout 4 build videos. Well, that's okay. Like I said, most people will just collect one thing. You know, I know things are expensive out there, or you just might be interested in one thing, and that's fine. That's great. Growing up, you know, like most kids, I got into Hot Wheels. Then my dad built model cars, and he had the real classic cars, so he'd build the models, and he taught me how to build them. So right there was the connection with the toys, you know, from Hot Wheels to plastic model cars. And then again, as a kid, reading comic books. Then I was in and out of that for years. Again, sold most of them, then got back into it in my early 20s, you know. So, of course, I don't buy every day or every week. I mean, the Wonder Womans I do, that's my main collection. Or I would have enough stuff to open up a toy store and a comic book store, you know, a huge one if I kept collecting every day for 30 years. So I've been collecting for 30 years, you know, on and off. So let's see. I'm going to have to jump and check out your guys' channel. I'm going to be jumping back and forth here for a minute. No problem, Poppy. Take your time. I should be here for a while. I didn't even know how long I was going to stay. It was going to be 30 minutes, an hour. And that keeps happening to me. I thought I'd stay on like for maybe 20 minutes. Then I get some really great people coming in here, and they keep asking me questions. And then my videos went like from half hour to an hour. I think the one I did last Saturday, I think was like 2 hours and 18 minutes. And I could hardly talk towards the end. Eldon Music, hey, all, hey, thank you for coming. I think you're new here, right? Where are you from? I'm writing down, I have a list, all the new people, I write down their names and where they're from. That's to help me remember you guys. Because then during the day and at night, I look at my list and I see who came in the channel. And I remember where you guys are from. So if you could let me know where you're from, I'd really appreciate that. I have great people that come in here. Really, really nice. Okay, I'm from Slovenia. You know, I've heard of that country. I'm not too familiar with it. What country is next to that? I want to write that down. Let's see, my comments keep disappearing on me. Let's see, Eldon Music. You're the first one I've had in here from Slovenia. Let's see. All right. Get that down. Okay, Eldon Music. I hope I'm saying that properly. I got you on my list. Let's see, to the right of Italy under Austria. Okay, knew it sounded familiar. Now, see, when I was about 18, my family, we knew somebody that lived in Italy. So we took a European vacation, and we lived in California, so we flew from California to Chicago, had a layover, went from Chicago to Frankfurt, Germany. Then we were in Germany a while, then we did go to Austria, went to France, and then we went to Italy to visit our friends and stayed with them for about a week before we came home. Let's see, to the right of Italy under Austria. Yes, I was in Austria. I forgot now what city. I have postcards and pictures and a nice scrapbook, so I can look that up. And if you watch NHL, LA Kings is from okay. Take care, bud. Yeah, you guys get to know each other, check each other out. Please do it the right way. Go to their channel if you would. Watch their video at least 3 minutes or more. Leave a genuine comment. No S words. Okay? You have to, watch out for YouTube, all the regulations, and go by their rules, of course. So please connect the right way. Most of you guys know that already. I'm mainly talking for the newer people that don't know the rules about YouTube so much. So, yeah, my channel, Eldon, I collect Hot Wheels. I almost lost it there. I collect Hot Wheels and cars, comic books, all kinds of bigger cars we were talking about RC cars, racing cars. And I collect other things. I upload videos every Friday. I have a new video coming out tomorrow of a Motley Crue comic book that I bought about 25 years ago. So you might want to check that out. Let's see. Okay, sounds like a fun hobby. Yeah, I'm into all kinds of hobbies, and I was just telling everybody else, and I have some coins, I collected through the years, and just other collectibles. I have a lot of movie memorabilia and TV shows. I was just saying, I tell everybody who comes in, I'm a movie guy. I have a big DVD collection. I love watching movies and older movies like this one, Soylent Green from 1973. I tell everybody that so they get to know me. I have a huge Movies Unlimited DVD catalog that I've been showing everybody. This is where I buy my movies from. There are like 400 pages of movies in here. Movies, TV shows, all different kinds, from horror to superheroes, comedies. I sound like a Movies Unlimited catalog salesman, I know, but I just wanted you guys to know a little bit about me for the new people that don't know me on here. So, see, I was saying before, 40 minutes ago, in my spare time, I love this writing. I like show people, look how little the writing is. Now it's so little. The glasses I'm wearing, they're just reading glasses. So I can see you guys clear. Of course, when I read, when I'm not reading or I don't have to see things up close, I don't wear glasses. This writing is so little, I only could read it for about 30 minutes and I start getting a headache, unless I use a magnifying glass. I guess they have to go that little because the book would probably be 10 times thicker, depending how big, the writing was in it. So in my spare time, I look through this and other catalogs. I like buying the DVDs and older DVDs. I'm a big movie guy. I love watching movies. So Eldon, if you're still in here, what kind of movies do you like? Or what kind of music do you like? Earlier, before you got here, I don't know what kind of music you like, but I made a list off the internet. It's 30, they call it the 30 most influential guitarists that, I don't know who did this. This is their opinion. So I wrote them down and I read the 30 off later. So if you want to go back and rewatch this live stream, you're more than welcome to. So on here is my favorites. I like Keith Richards from the Rolling Stones. And for those coming in, they're probably thinking I'm starting this video again. I'm not starting again. I was just explaining, Selden, a little bit about my channel and what I like. So I'm into rock music, the older classic music like the Rolling Stones, Motley Crue. And I go all the way back to the 50s with Chuck Berry, Elvis Presley. I play the guitar. I have an acoustic guitar, an electric guitar that I play. And so I'm into all types of music. So yeah, I think it was yesterday I wrote this down last night. I found the list. So yeah, I thought that'd be interesting. I like to see what music other people are into and their favorite guitarists. Let's see. I think everybody left. Hey, Alex Big Blue, how you doing? Oh, is he still there? Okay, some great music came out of the 50s. Yeah, Alex, I was just showing everybody. A lot of people just left because they went out to tell their friends I'm on live, right? Earlier, yesterday, I made this list, and I call it the 30 most influential guitar players. And my favorites on the list are Keith Richards and Chuck Berry, because I play guitar, and those are like my guitar heroes. So a few of them, through the years. How are you doing tonight, Alex? Let's see. I got you on my list. I still have my list. I've been writing people down, the new people coming in. And I know you're on here somewhere. It's not in alphabetical order. Let's see. I know you're on here. Let's see. Don't tell me. Let's see. You're from Kentucky. I got you, Alex. Alex Big Blue from Kentucky. Okay. We got Alex from Kentucky. So how's the weather in Kentucky today, Alex? Here in Las Vegas, it's been really nice. It's been very sunny, maybe around like 60 degrees, no wind at all. So Alex, you're doing good. Oh, good to hear that, buddy. Oh, you said it's cold in Kentucky. How cold does it get? I'm not too familiar with Kentucky. I have a buddy, he's really into comic books, and he lives in Kentucky. But he hasn't been on YouTube in a while, so I don't know about the weather. How's it been going there? So it's 31 right now. Oh wow, that's pretty cold. And for me, Wow. Kentucky. Yeah, I never been to Kentucky. How do you like living there? So I have a few people from New Mexico that come in. I'd love to see New Mexico. I've been hearing a lot about that. And let's see, getting quite a few from Canada, a few from Virginia, Indiana, some from California. I've been getting some really great people in here. Not all at once, just little by little. They've been coming in. But this is real cool. I love live streaming. I love talking to you guys. I've been getting people from all over the world: France, Philippines, Slovenia. Eldon Music just came in a while back. And I had one lady a few weeks ago, or I think it was last week. She came in. She's living in France now, but originally she's from Africa, Nigeria. Let's see. It's supposed to hit 38 here tonight. Oh, but see, you're from Slovenia, so I don't know if our degrees is the same. So is that hot where you're at, or is that cold? Could you please let me know that? So I was talking to somebody from another country, and their degrees was way off from ours. We're here, excuse me, it'd be hot. The same degrees here, like say 60 degrees here, might be freezing cold where they're at. It was all mixed up. It was crazy. So that's been great weather here. Yeah, I don't like the cold, as most of you know, and I do like the heat. But like I said, here in Vegas, it gets like 118 in the summer, and that's not every day, but between like 110 and 115 between like maybe June and September. So yeah, that gets pretty hot. Then when the winds blow, yeah, it makes you feel even hotter. Okay, 38 is cold for Florida. Yeah, 38 is cold for Florida. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to get to Florida one of these days. I'm starting to know more and more people from YouTube living in Florida. I have a good buddy I met about a year ago. He's from Florida. See, Alex, Big Blue. It's very hot summers in Kentucky, super humid, but I prefer that way over the cold, so I don't like the winter. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'd rather move to a state that was hot and humid, and the winters weren't too cold. I'd rather do that too. Yeah, I just don't like the cold. I don't know if it's because I was born and raised in Southern California where the weather's like 80 degrees basically all year round, or what, or if it's just me, I don't know. Yeah, I'm with you. I hate the cold. Yeah, I don't know how these people do to live back east in the Midwest, like Minnesota. I think I had somebody come in from Minnesota. I don't think I wrote their name down. And I see on the news, Minnesota and Colorado, you get like -0. Yeah, I could never handle that. I'd have to move. I could probably have the best, biggest, thickest jacket on and probably still wind up freezing. So yeah, that's why I like the weather here in Vegas. Southern California is nice. It was kind of towards Hollywood around there, and it's like 70, 80 degrees all year round, not too much rain, no snow at all. Hey, Shishi, how you doing? She's saying, hi, Ron. Shishi's all the way from Japan, guys. She goes live a lot. She does great videos in Japan. So if you want someone loyal, go check her out. She's really cool. I've known her for a long time, and I didn't think I'd ever go live, do any live streams. So I used to go to her channel right about now, about this time, and watch her live. So that's how we got to know each other. So yeah, she has a great channel. I have to go visit your channel, and she and I know I'm behind on your videos. I'm behind on a lot of people's videos. So yeah, she's really nice. If you guys get a chance, check out Shishi. Shishi, how are you doing with the coronavirus there in Japan? How are things going there? I've been seeing it on the news a lot. And I think somebody passed away today here in the USA. They got off, I think it was the Carnival cruise ship, one of the cruise ships. I was in a hurry and I couldn't watch all the news and I couldn't hear it very well. And or somebody got it when they're on the cruise ship. I have to rewatch the news, and I want to hear about that. So I think in Japan, are you guys wearing the masks? I was watching some videos. I think somebody in Japan, I know in China they are. I think in Japan, I think someone was wearing the masks. Yeah, we have it now. Now our exact place. So let's see. Oh, yeah. Well, just be careful, Shishi. I know. That's a crazy thing, that virus. It's really getting to people. It's really sad. I hope they contain it. They said on the news that they're really working on it, to contain it. So I hope they do that really fast. It's really unfortunate. See, that's why I always wear a mask, because every day I ride the train. Yeah, I remember you riding the train. I remember on one of your videos, I think it was cold, and you were walking home from the train to your home. And at that time, I didn't know it got cold in Japan. I think I made a comment on that. So yeah, I like going live. Like you see, I've been getting people from all over the world. We had somebody in here from Slovenia and Canada, and I'm getting them from all over the USA, California, Mexico, Arizona, Indiana, Virginia. So that's why I have I think I showed you my list last time. Everybody who comes in new, or people that come in and I remember, I already know where they live. I write down their name and the state or country they're from. Then later on I look at it, and I like to see where everybody's from, because it gets overwhelming after a while. Even though if I get like 3 or 4 in here at a time, that adds up. I think my last video, I was on like for 2 hours. I only had like 12 people come in, but if you do that all the time, that's 12, 13, each time, that's a lot of people. So yeah, get to know each other. That's great. Yeah, safety first. Ollie Perry isn't in Hong Kong yet. I have delivery incoming. Well, welcome, Ollie Perry. Ollie Perry. I think I'm saying that right. Sorry if I butchered your name. So do you live in Hong Kong, Ollie? I have a list. I'm writing everybody's names down. I'll come in here new so I can get to know you guys better. So let me know where you're from. I'll put you on my list. If I butchered your name, it's because I'm on my phone. The comments are really small. Yeah, Ollie Perry, okay. So if you could let me know where you're from, Ollie. Now, this was a lot of fun. Not only you guys are coming in, but then I find out what country or state you live in. Then I write it down because I like to look at it later and memorize where you guys are from. Let's see. No, the delivery is from, okay, the delivery is from Hong Kong. I'm from Oxford, UK. Oh, okay. See, Ron, I need to run. It was great hanging out with you. All thanks. Have a good stream. Okay. Easy, again, I hope I'm saying your name right. Easy E. And thanks a lot for coming in. I appreciate everybody who comes in. Oh, yeah, so see, Ollie, you're from Oxford. Okay, UK. I'll get that down. Okay. Yeah, it's somebody else, I think close to England too, that was in here a couple weeks ago. Okay, is he wrong? Okay. Thank you, Easy, for that. Thanks for the thumbs up. It's a pleasure having you and everybody in here. Let's see. Ron, where are you in the United States? Yeah, Ollie, I'm in the United States. I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. You probably heard of that. There's all the casinos and the concerts, and we're the entertainment capital of the world. So you probably see Las Vegas a lot on the news, your news, and on the internet. Something's always going on here with concerts and celebrities and gambling and all kinds of good stuff. Especially on New Year's Eve. Got 300,000-400,000 people here between downtown and the Strip. You probably see that on New Year's Eve when they go all around the country. They'll go to New York City, California, Las Vegas. We're like New York City. We're very well known for our New Year's Eve parties on the Strip and downtown. With all the bands, everybody crowds into the streets. I never go. I don't like that kind of crowd. You're locked in like a sardine in a sardine can. That's why I don't go to a lot of concerts. I can handle crowds, like at an amusement park, Disneyland, and all that. I just don't like a concert where you're packed in really tight and can't move. If you have to go to the bathroom or you want to get something to eat, if you want to leave, you can. You're just locked in for hours and hours. A lot of people like that. I don't. And then again, on New Year's Eve here, it's really cold. So I just stay in. I watch it on the news. I like to see our New Year's Eve on our local news, and people are freezing and have their beanies on, their gloves and their jackets, and now it's great. I can always go down there, if I want, but I just choose to stay in. Yes, of course, fascinating history. Yeah, I pretty much ask everybody from around the world if they've heard of Las Vegas, and everybody has said yes, that I've met on their lives, or they've came on here, or I watch their video. They'll say, "Where are you from, Ron?" I'll say Las Vegas. Do you know where that's at? And they say, yeah. all the way, you know, from Japan to the Philippines, England, everybody. So I think I got everybody's name down. So yeah, that's cool. That's really great. This is fun. I'm just here on while editing. Okay, Shishi, that's great. I'm just grateful you came in. It's always great seeing you. And I was in your lives a lot a long time ago. And then I don't know, I just kept getting busy. And then I started, people kept asking me a lot on YouTube and outside of YouTube, Ron, when are you going to do lives? Because you have things to show, you know, like your Hot Wheels and stuff. But a lot of people I talk to, like you, Shishi, you you guys aren't into what I collect. So I just don't want to make a live stream all about Hot Wheels or comic books or model cars. I try to uh, do something general, you know, that people like. Like most people know by now, I'm into the old movies. I think you know that. A huge DVD, big DVD collection. And almost every night I like to watch a different movie if it's new. Mainly I have classic movies. And then earlier we were discussing, I wrote down 30 of the most influential guitarists. I was writing down the 30 and I read them off. So if you get a chance, let me know what kind of music you like, Shishi, and who's your favorite guitar player. So I have everybody on here from Keith Richards from the Stones to B.B. King, Carlos Santana, Slash from Guns N' Roses, Eddie Van Halen, AC/DC, Neil Young. It goes from the 60s all the way till now. I mean, they're older now, of course, you know, older guys and older women. Let's see, Alex, Big Blue. The only states I've been to is Kentucky, Tennessee, Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, and Ohio, by the way. Well, that's a lot more than I've been to. Let's see. Well, I was born and raised in California. Of course, I live here in Nevada. I haven't been to too many. I've been to Colorado as a kid. And I went to New York once because my dad was born and raised in New York, and my mom was born and raised in Colorado. Well, born in Wyoming, raised in Colorado. So one year we made the trip back to New York. He was born and raised in Buffalo, New York. So I don't think we went to New York City. It was upper New York, upper state New York. And then we hit, you know, states going along the way, but I was kind of little then and little kid, and I was about 10, 11 years old. And then, so I've been to actually California, Nevada, Arizona, I think Montana once, of course, Colorado, then through Texas, I believe, to get through Colorado. And we drove from California to New York, so I forgot all the states in between. Siali wrote, isn't Prince considered a great guitarist? I'm sure he is. Well, she likes Santana. Oh, that's great. Yeah, he's on the list, Carlos Santana. All right, Shishi, that's great. I'm really not a big fan of his. I see him on TV a lot, but yeah, he's a great guitar player. I'm just not into that music so much, but yeah, he's a great guitar player. Prince, he's not on the list, but that doesn't mean he wasn't a great guitar player. This just happened to be the 30 most favorites from whoever wrote the article. So now there's a lot of more, you know, great guitar players. This is just probably one person's or a team of people that got together and wrote the article and came out with the top 30 that they think are the best. So, or most influential anyway. But yeah, there's a lot out there, you know, like CC DeVille from Poison. I like him. Mick Mars from Motley Crue, and you know, country guitar players. The list could go on in the thousands. You know, they only could do 30, I guess. See, Eric Clapton said he was. Yeah, Eric Clapton. Yeah, he's on the list. Keith Richards, Eric Clapton, Lita Ford, Eddie Van Halen, Randy Rhoads, Jimmy Page, Pete Townsend. Yeah, all the biggies. My favorite is Keith Richards and Chuck Berry. Yeah, Jeff Beck is on here. Let's see. He's number let's see. He's on here. Okay, Jeff Beck. He's number 4. I don't know if you can see that. He's number 4 on my list, or their list. I just copied it off the internet. And again, these don't go in order. I was saying this earlier. This is just the order I got them off the internet that they put them in. It doesn't mean one's better than the other. Chuck Berry is exceptional. Oh yeah, I really like Chuck Berry. You know, I was telling people earlier, I play the guitar, and I started learning the guitar doing Elvis Presley songs and Chuck Berry because that's who my mom and dad listened to. So I grew up on the 50s music. They call it now the oldies but goodies. And I even have, I think I used to have it, I don't know if I gave it away, a lot of DVDs. There's a set of a lot of the old singers like the Platters and a whole bunch of the groups, the 50s groups like that. I might still have that. I know I gave some away. I have a set of country and western country music and the old 50s rock and roll. And Elvis, Chuck Berry, Buddy Holly. I can't think of them all right now. Yeah, that was a good set. I think I might have gave it away though. Yeah, I was telling everybody, I think I have maybe 100, 150 DVDs. I don't know. And then I'm always, I think I showed you already, I've been showing everybody that I buy my DVDs from Movies Unlimited. This is their 2020 catalog. So in my spare time, I'm always looking through their catalog. They show pictures. And the writing's really small. It gives me a headache after about 30 minutes. I always tell people that. If that's focused or not. It's blurry. I'm sorry about that. Just trying to, probably making you guys really dizzy right now. So this book has about 400 pages in it. I think I'm on 54. So I have a long way to go. And I circled the movies with my pen here that I'm thinking about getting one day and adding to my collection of DVDs. I was telling everybody earlier on my last few lives, I was collecting in the Netflix thing, whatever they call it, a whole bunch of nice classic movies. I had Rebel Without a Cause with James Dean. I can't think right now. It's some movies from the 50s and 60s. Really good movies that I've seen a long time ago that I was just waiting, saving, you know, for special night just to watch them. And then 2 weeks ago, I went in there and they wiped out 30 of all my good movies. They left the movies I really don't care about too much, more of the modern ones. Those they could have took, and they took them out. And they said, whoever has the rights to the movies, they can do that. They can take them out of Netflix, I guess, bring them in and take them out whenever they want. So I can watch old films until you reach the 30s. Yeah, some people have asked me, the oldest movie I've seen was from 1933. It was the original King Kong. I've seen a few around 1935, 1936. I don't remember their names though. I should have wrote them down. I don't have them on DVD. And I've seen those on the old channel here. It's called Turner Classic Movies, TCM. And I check that every night to try to find movies that I don't have in my DVD collection. And so I try to watch those, you know. And so yeah, that's what I do. But yeah, they wipe my Netflix list out, you know. Yeah, we have TCM. Oh, great, you have TCM there too. Okay, you know, I thought it was just here in the USA. I didn't know it went maybe around the world. I saw the original King Kong. Oh, you seen it, Alex? Okay, yeah. You know, with that, I don't have it on DVD, and I would always catch it like maybe halfway through when it would be on like TCM or one of the regular channels. I could never catch it, like an hour before it starts. I can get ready to watch it or get something to eat or drink or whatever. And one day I was going, to the TV guide, and I finally seen it. And I seen it was going to come on in about a half hour. So I got prepared and I watched that. So that was really good. So I like to see them from the beginning. Sometimes I have to be careful because, like on TCM, if I come across a movie I haven't seen before, I'll turn it on, which I shouldn't do, and watch like maybe 10, 15 minutes of it. And what happens, maybe a year later, they'll play that same movie again. And then I'll get to that section and I'm thinking, oh, I've seen this movie before. When actually I didn't. I just remember that certain section, a certain maybe 10 or 15 or even 5-minute piece. So I try not to do that anymore on TCM. If I'm going on it and I see a movie that don't look familiar, I change it to another channel because I like to catch movies, right from the beginning. Let's see, else my uncle rented it on VHS years ago. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. I know that was something with VHS. I hope they don't do that with DVDs. Get rid of them one day. I had a lot of VHS tapes that I personally bought, and then for birthday presents and Christmas presents, and my friends would give me VHS tapes, like when they were done with them or didn't want them. I must have. My phone's doing something. I had to reconnect. At least 100 on VHS, and I think I had more. Maybe it was more like 150. And then naturally the DVDs came out, making the VHS obsolete, as we all know. And so I don't know, maybe 15 years ago, I had a yard sale. Other things were selling, and I had the VHS off in the back against the wall. A nice table all set up, VHS only. And I think I was only charging like $1 for VHS. Not one sold. Had a lot of people coming up. They bought clothes and I don't know, whatever else I had out there. Nobody bought the VHS tapes. Not one VHS sold, so I wound up giving them to charity. I know I love DVDs too. I know. We got someone new here. Welcome, Andrea. I don't want to butcher your last name, so I'll just say Andrea. Let's see. How do you get rid of smegma? I don't know what that is. Smegma. Where are you from? Are you in the United States? I have a list here. I've been writing people's names down and where they're from, so I can get to know you guys better. So it gets confusing after a while. I have people all over the world come in here, France and Germany and the UK. I just like to know where people are from. Oh, Google smegma. I don't know anything about that. Maybe someone in the chat might know about that. I'm not really good on the computer. I'm not very tech savvy and high tech and all that. I barely just get by. So maybe someone in the chat will probably know what you're talking about. So we have a really good channel. There are a lot of great people. You might want to really get to know them, check out their channels. Something a lot of people have it, I believe. Oh, I haven't heard about it. I'll have to check into that. So if you can, let me know where you're from. If you're from America or another part of the country. Just had a whole bunch of people come in here from the UK and Slovenia. Then in the United States, we've got Florida, Indiana, all kinds of people coming in here. In Oregon. Let's see, my comments keep disappearing. Are you a troll, Andrea? Are you trolling me right now? What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. You gotta watch out for the people like that don't have a picture on their comments. Most of the time they're trolls, so you guys watch out for that. I think she's trolling me. She won't tell me where she's from. It's probably make up a state, say she's from New York or France or something. Watch out for those trolls, guys. I just want to know if you have. I have no idea what that is. You're asking the wrong person. I have no idea. So what kind of movies do you like, Andrea? We're talking about movies. Watching this tonight, if you're a troll or not. Soylent Green. It's 1973, a classic movie. I like classic movies. I was just talking about my DVD collection. So where are you from, Andrea? I can put you on my list. Got a lot of people. I've been going live for maybe 2 weeks, on and off right now. It's been about 4 or 5 days since I've been on, so I thought I'd come on. I miss saying hi to you guys. You guys coming on here saying hi to me and us talking and chatting. And my channel's about Hot Wheels. I collect Hot Wheels and different collectibles, comic books, and different things like that. You might want to check that out. I'm trying something here. Still new at this. I'm experimenting on. I'm live streaming on my phone right now. Trying to live stream on my computer. I'm still working on that, going through StreamYard. I was telling everybody that. Having a little difficulty with that right now. But I want to do it on my computer because I keep losing the comments here on my phone. So I'm still working on that. But in the meantime, at least I can go live on my phone and see you guys. Sandra, are you going to tell me where you're from? Are you going to make up a state or a country? What do we got going here? Let me know where you're from. And what kind of movies you like? I ask everybody that. I'm a big movie guy. Love movies. And what's your favorite movie, Andrea? I'll have trolls coming in here asking. I'll be asking them what's their favorite movie. It's funny. I'm just checking something on my phone real quick. Okay. Let's see. See which Alex says, which superhero movies, Ron? I don't know. I like a lot of them. I really like the Wonder Woman movie that came out. I heard they're doing a second one. I don't know if they're filming it now or. I like the Batman, Superman. Yeah, it's just hard to pick. Not too much into Spider-Man though. One buddy of mine, he collects a lot of Spider-Man. Never got into Spider-Man too much. Basically, just stuck with Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. I never got into Star Trek or Star Wars too much. I know they're very popular. A lot of people I know are into that. I watched a few. I just could never get that connection with Star Trek or Star Wars. I wish I could, because they can talk about Star Trek and Star Wars for days, not even hours, for days, and the comic books and whatnot, and the movies. And I don't have much to say. I seen the first Star Wars when it came out. I was a little kid and I tried to watch it again. I just didn't feel a connection. Oh, you're still here, Shishi. Okay. Still editing? Cool. You make some great videos, Shishi. Like seeing you walk around. I remember the one you and your husband went grocery shopping in the grocery store. You're picking out food and different things. So I got to see what the grocery stores look like in Japan. I thought about doing a vlog here at different things, grocery stores, or our mall here. Um, I've seen different malls in the Philippines. A buddy of mine went to the Philippines, and I think it was in Cebu. They have a really nice mall. It's really clean, and he was saying they have workers constantly going around sweeping and cleaning, so the mall always stays clean. It don't have a chance really to get dirty. And I think I seen one in Japan a long time ago. So yeah, I like to see the different malls and stores and places where people go and shop every day. It don't have to be a big deal like a special park or a theme park or something real fun or big. I sometimes I just like to see the everyday life things. Gas stations because they're different than here in America. Something as simple as that. The gas pumps, um, how they order their food. In a store in a different country or a deli type of thing. Just different things like that. So I like to see how it differs from other countries in America. You have to get over to your channel, Shisha. I'm really behind. The last live I was in, I know sometimes you go on your phone. I think you were talking to somebody, and then you're talking to somebody about something. Remember, I couldn't stay long because right about now, yes, you're right about now is when I eat dinner. That's about when you come on. It's about 6:15 here, give or take, p.m. And a lot of people I know are like you, Shishi. They even here in America, they come on when I'm supposed to be eating dinner, like between 5 and 7. And here between 5 and 7, that's when a lot of people come on and go live or want to see lives. So it's about 6:15. I haven't eaten dinner yet. I put dinner off. Actually, I was only supposed to come on here. This keeps happening. Like I was supposed to come on here like maybe for 20 minutes, and I wind up staying for 2 hours. I don't know if this happens to you, but the time goes super fast. I just come on, to talk about a few things, like what DVD I'm watching tonight. I'd love to know what you guys are up to. And then I tell everybody I'm always looking in my DVD catalog here. Even if I don't buy them, I like to pick out DVDs maybe for the future or to buy as presents, for my friends or family or whatnot. And then before I know it, an hour goes by, so I think I'm almost done. I'm going to wrap it up, and then someone else will come in I know, or a new person, and I get to know them. And so now I've been going for 2 hours and 3 minutes already. So the last one I did 4 days ago, live stream, was 2 hours and 18 minutes. I never thought I'd be live streaming, and especially going for 2 hours. See, Alex, yeah, West Coast to East Coast time zones are a crazy gap. Yeah, I think it's like 3 hours or something. See, Nevada, we're here on California time. So California, Nevada, I think Arizona, I think it's all about the same. I know California and Nevada are, but I think in New York, I think it's 3 hours difference. So I was trying to go on where it's easier for everybody. A lot of people are eating dinner right now, so they'll pop in and out. So I usually get like 3 or 4 at a time. I think it says like 1 now. Sometimes I have 0, but then sometimes it's like 4, 3 or 4 at a time. But that's okay. They come in 1 at a time, 2 at a time. I don't care. I like everybody, and I have a lot of friends on YouTube, but a lot of people still don't know I'm going live yet. I haven't really announced it on Instagram or on here. I didn't even know I was going, to come on today. Like I said before, I was working on something, and I said, I miss going live and saying hi to people. I like seeing what they're doing, how they're doing, and all that. So I just came on. I was only going to come on for maybe 20 minutes or 30 minutes to see how everybody's doing. And then I'll get like 3 people. 2 will leave, 1 will stay, then ask me questions, and then Again, 2 more leave, 3 more will come in. So, it goes back and forth like that. And they'll ask me questions and different things like that. So, yeah, you can probably hear it in my voice. After around 2 hours, my voice starts getting hoarse. I don't know why. It's always done that, as far as I can remember. If I talk like constantly, like for 2 hours, you can hear it start getting like a little bit raspy. See, Alex with Blue, I told my friend about this. Oh, you did? Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, I don't even share it out or nothing. Like I said, I know so many people on YouTube in different genres. It could be Hot Wheels, comic books, movies, just people who go vlogging out on the weekends. So many people, but they don't know I'm doing this yet. So it's just kind of a surprise. One day they'll just be, looking. I told like maybe 2 or 3 people, and 2 of them came in already. One hasn't yet. He's working and has a busy family life and all that. So, but he'll be coming in soon. So I've been trying to pick a day. I wanted to start doing like a schedule. Like I upload my regular videos every Friday. It used to be in the afternoon, then I kind of changed to the morning, but anywhere between the morning and afternoon on Fridays. It's been like that, for years, every Friday. I wanted to set a schedule for live streaming, and I just haven't picked one yet. A lot of people like to live stream during the week and are on YouTube. And on the weekends, a lot of people I know, they're out vlogging and they're not home to catch people live streaming. So I'm not sure whether to pick a day during the week or keep it just like on a Saturday or go twice a week. I'm still working that out. See, Alex, 1966 is his channel. I don't know if you know him, but yeah. Let's see. No, somebody told me about a channel. It's Polly7218. So I'll write that name down. I'll check him out. I like to go back and check out channels. So let's see. Nomad 1966. Okay, I'll have to check him out when I get a chance. So people will tell me they've told their friend, or my channel might be kind of similar interest to other people, so I write their names down. Thanks for that, Alex. Appreciate that. So do you have any plans for the weekend, Alex? And I don't know who else is in here. It says 2 people. I don't know what I'm doing yet on the weekend. It's only Thursday, so I don't know yet. I'm not sure. I don't have no specific plans. I'm not locked into anything yet for the weekend, so I'll just maybe play it by ear. Going through some more Hot Wheels later tonight before my movie. I might have to wrap it up here in a few minutes. I feel my voice. My throat is getting real dry. It's getting harder for me to talk. I don't know why that is. It's always like around 2 hours. I'm not really used to talking constantly for 2 hours. I'm used to taking, breaks and doing different things. I rarely just talk to somebody for 2 hours straight. Maybe it's that, I don't know. Maybe it's just my vocal cords. That's just not me to do that. I don't know, talk for 2 hours straight. I don't know. Maybe just hanging out at the house, not sure yet. Yeah, I do that a lot because I know a lot of people ask me, do you gamble? I say no. Once in a while I just play like maybe $20 in the slot machines or something. Sometimes I've won, most of the times I've lost. Not a big gambler. And but I like to go through the casinos and eat at the restaurants and just hang out at the strip on nice days and just see the tourists and all the people. That's fun for me. It's kind of like sightseeing. And I live about 5 to 10 minutes from the strip by car, maybe 15, 20 minutes from downtown Las Vegas. So they say Las Vegas gets spread out, but if you get on the freeway, you can go, you can cover all of Las Vegas from one end to the other end within 20 minutes on freeway. Just zip along. We got a lot of traffic out here, though. Ton of people moving here from back east, California, especially California. Now there goes my voice, because California is very expensive. You know, always has been. And every day it gets more expensive. Housing, food, gas. So we're getting a lot of people out, especially if you're retired. The retirees are moving out here. And because things are a little cheaper here, the housing and gas and everything. So people are retiring, or if they can find a job out here, they're moving out here to Las Vegas. A lot of people from back east can't take the cold, and they want to come out here to Las Vegas. So yeah, our roads are pretty crowded out here in Las Vegas. Every day it just gets worse, but what are you gonna do? I live in Hodgenville. It's Abraham Lincoln birthplace, so it's themed. Oh, that sounds interesting. Oh, okay. So that's like then, is it a tourist place? Do they have like a museum of Abraham Lincoln and all that? I like to see stuff like that. So I see tourists taking pictures of, yeah, the statues, yeah. Yeah, that's why I like going to the Strip or downtown, because some people are actually surprised that you live here in Las Vegas. They're like, you actually live here? A lot of people, believe it or not, Alex, they think there's nothing past the Las Vegas Strip. No homes or grocery stores or gas stations. And I tell them there's a lot more to Las Vegas than just the Las Vegas Strip in downtown. When you go 10 minutes past Las Vegas, any direction, we're just like any other community. If you live in Arizona or Colorado, you know, we have our homes and our grocery stores. And a lot of people don't know that, because they're like, well, why do you live in Las Vegas? You know, it's the Strip for tourists. And I tell them, no, when you take a drive outside, go in any direction, you know, about 20 minutes, and we're just a regular community, just like the rest of America. A lot of people, I don't know, I guess they fly in and they don't look out the airplane window, or they don't have a window seat. And I guess they just think it's all desert, except for the Las Vegas Strip and downtown. They think that's all there is to Nevada. And yeah, that's not the case, you know, so I have to explain to them. Okay, oh, it's a park. I should look that up online. I'd like to see that. There's probably some YouTube videos on that. Oh, thanks for telling me. Yeah. I don't know if it's Kentucky. I'm not sure. You might know about this. It's a replica of Noah's Ark, and it's a full life-size scale of Noah's Ark. I seen it on Facebook, and a woman I know, her and her husband, they went there and they did a vlog on it. I'd love to see that. It looks really nice. And it's supposed to be real accurate on everything, all the dimensions, the sizes, the width, the length. And you go inside and they have what they think how it really was, you know. It's like not real animals, but they look like stuffed animals, and they're in hay, they're little compartments, you know. So yeah, I'd love to see that. I've seen the video on that on Facebook, then like I said, the one my friend did, and it really looks nice. I just forgot what state it's in. I have heard of that. Yeah, I'd love to see that. Hey, 89 Mattel's back. All right, bro. Good to see you. I was just telling everybody I might only be on here for a few more minutes, because after I talk for 2 hours, I've been on here 2 hours and 14 minutes. After 2 hours, my voice starts going hoarse, because during the day, I'm not used to talking to anybody 2 hours straight. I'm not used to doing lives. And then, of course, mentally, you know, it gets to people too. I don't have that many people, but, you know, I still have to keep the live stream going and think of different things, and people ask me questions. And I always plan to come on like for about 20 minutes just to say hi to you guys. but not everybody comes in at once. They'll come in one at a time. I'll get 3, then 2 leave, then another one comes back, so it's back and forth. It'd be easier, like say if I got 30 people in here, it'd been easier if I got all 30 within 10 minutes, but it don't work that way, which that's okay. As long as you guys come in, I love saying hi to everybody. And well, I already know you live in Texas. I think I told you 89 Matzel. I've been writing people's names down and where they live. I already know you, so I don't have your name. I could still put your name on the list later. Yeah, when I think live, maybe it's my 4th or 5th time, I'm thinking people from the Philippines and UK. Had a guy in here from Slovenia, which is by Italy. He said between Italy and Austria, and Virginia, Indiana, and Germany, Canada, New Mexico, Arizona, all over the world, all over America. And a lot of these people I know, some I don't. So it's great to see my old pals and then my new ones. Oh, Doozer's Model is here. All right. Doozer's Model. Say, Ron, what are we talking about today? My throat's going. I've been on here 2 hours and 16 minutes. All kinds of stuff. The movie I picked out for tonight, a movie guy, is Soylent Green, 1973 with Charleston Heston. I haven't seen this one in a while. And then earlier, yesterday I wrote down on a list I got from the internet. It's the 30 most influential guitarist. It ranges like from Chuck Berry, B.B. King, Carlos Santana, Slash, Pete Townsend, Eddie Van Halen. So 2 hours ago, I was reading the list right in the beginning. So if you want to go back and rewatch this, you can see my favorites are and everything. The chat's been rolling along. I average like 3 or 4 people at a time, and sometimes it goes down to 0, but then someone will pop in pretty quick. So yeah. So far, all good people. I might have had a troll. Some lady came in here, because I think it was a lady. So her name was Andrea, asked me questions I didn't know about. I think she was a troll, but no big deal. Or she might not have been. I asked her where she was from, and she didn't say, so I could put her on my list. And she didn't have a face, so you have to watch out for those. Usually when they don't have a picture, that could be a sign they're a troll. Not everybody. Like Alex, Big Blue, and Doozers, they have symbols, but this one, they didn't have nothing, a symbol, a picture, nothing. So 89 Mattel, what are you up to? And Doozers, what are you up to tonight? I was only supposed to be on like for 20 minutes 2 hours ago, so I've been on almost 2 hours extra. I got to eat dinner. I'm starving over here. My throat's getting ready to, my voice is getting ready to go out on me. My last live stream I did 4 days ago was exactly the time now, 2 hours and 18 minutes, and my voice barely made it through that. So you can probably hear it now. It's on its way out. I always tell everybody I love saying hi to you guys. I love to see who pops in the chat, because I haven't been really telling everybody. I told 89 Mattel I was going to go live every now and then. So he came in and let's see, long day at work, had an open house. So I was on my feet all day. Oh, yeah. 89 Mattel, I'm eating chicken nuggets and some munchies. Yeah, I should have been done with dinner by now. 89, what time is it there in Texas? I think you're a couple hours difference, I think. Here it's around 6:30. So yeah, before I was live streaming, I would try to eat anywhere like around 6, like 6-ish. But that's when a lot of people go live streaming and come on lives, and so I was just making my dinner a little bit later so I can talk to everybody. Let's see, Alex said, I just ate a Southwest salad. Well, that sounds good. I love salad, all kinds of salad, house salads, dinner salads, Caesar salad. Whenever I go to a restaurant, I try to get salad. I love salad. And I love blue cheese dressing. And so that's my favorite. I can eat salad with just about everything. Pizza, chicken, tacos. I'll eat salad with anything. I'll get some water here. My throat feels super dry. I just broke my personal live stream record by by 1 minute, 2 minutes now, 2 hours and 20 minutes. That's a long time for me to live stream. Like I said, I only plan to come on here like for about 20 minutes. 20 minutes goes by so fast, and that's just about when people are coming in. They see I'm live, and they come in and start asking me questions. See, dude, there's gotta love rabbit food. Oh yeah, well, I'm not one that's that big like for greens, vegetables and spinach, and I like peas. I just have trouble eating, the greens, broccoli and all that. But salad, with a good dressing like blue cheese or ranch dressing, I could eat a lot of salad, in one sitting. So yeah, I love salad. So I wish I loved all the greens like that, the spinach and the broccoli, asparagus, doozers, models, meat, Mediterranean. Are you trying to say you just eat meat? Well, what's that mean? You don't eat rabbit food? So, yeah, I'm like everybody else. I like meat, steak, and all that, but I try to eat healthy. I try to eat a lot of chicken. My favorites are like Italian food, Mexican food, but I have a sensitive stomach, and it's been like this for about 30 years, unfortunately, so I can't have spicy food anymore. I can't drink alcohol. I have to pretty much eat bland foods, nothing with black pepper or red pepper. So I'm kind of on a bland diet, which, that's kind of terrible. But if I eat that stuff, then it burns my stomach real bad for the rest of the night. So I eat a lot of eggs, like avocado sandwiches, egg sandwiches. I love eggs. I love salad. I love pizza, but I have to order pizza without pizza sauce, a tomato sauce. And they make it like that wherever I go. Hey, Ron, how's your family? I'm not married. I don't know if I don't have any kids. I'm not married. I don't have any kids. A lot of you didn't know that. I guess I assume everybody knows. I've told a few people. Trying to make my throat last a few more minutes. Good thing for the water, but the water is starting to weaken out. I do have an older sister. Her name's Linda. Unfortunately, my parents, they passed away a while back. So now it's just my sister and I. That's my immediate family. Just the two of us. I don't have any other brothers or sisters. And like I said, no children. See, Alex, yeah, I eat healthy too, but I try to stay healthy. Yeah, that's what I try to do, and it's hard. I try not to eat too many sweets either. I used to eat a lot of sweets like donuts and cookies and chocolate bars. I like chocolate bars like Snickers. But as you get older, I wanted to stay more on the thin side and eat healthier. So I try to eat a lot more like of chicken. Like we're saying, salad, and I try to stay away from the candy or cake. Maybe once in a great while, like maybe once a month, have a piece of candy or a piece of cake or something. Well, I'm your little bro. That's right, 89. You're my little bro. We always call each other brother. So yeah, I've known 89 Mattel for at least 3 years since I've been on YouTube. So we watch each other's videos all the time and communicate, and he's into Hot Wheels like I am. In case you guys didn't know, I don't know who's all in here. So 89, have you got any newer Hot Wheels? Have you been to any thrift stores or flea markets or anything? I up here, I really don't go to any thrift stores yet. The ones I want to go to are kind of far away. What's closer to me, we have like 2 huge Walmarts, maybe 5 or 10 minutes in each direction. There's 2. And then I think I think we might have a third one going towards east, maybe about 20 minutes. I don't go that way too much. But yeah, I want to go to Walmart, and there's a lot of new Hot Wheels out there that came out. I see another guy's channel that I want to get. I've been wanting to get that 1955 Chevy Gasser. I've been seeing that on a lot of channels. It comes in different colors with all the little stickers and the fat tires in the back and the skinny tires in the front. There's some imports I want to get. There's a few trucks that are out there that I want to get. Yeah, so I really want to get to Walmart. So I haven't been thrift hunting, but I have 2 bags I want to show soon. Okay, well, that's great. Yeah, Madam Jasmine, hey, you came back. Everybody, you have to check out Madam Jasmine. She has a really great channel, and she travels all over America, and she goes inside and she vlogs what she orders. She shows you the food, and then as she's eating it, she tells you how it tastes, maybe how much it costs, what she's drinking, where to get it. And a lot of times she travels a lot, so she stays in these really nice hotels, and she'll order food, from somewhere to come in to be delivered to her. And then she does a nice video of what she's going to be eating. And as she's eating, she tells you nice stories. A real cool channel. I really like her channel. I watch a lot of her videos, but I want to go watch a lot more. I like to watch like about one a day and then leave a comment. So it's Madam Jasmine. Speaking of cake, I ordered a layer of chocolate cake, and the restaurant threw in an extra layer for free. Really? Oh, wow. I told you on your comments the other night, I love chocolate cake, especially German chocolate cake. That's my absolute favorite, but I love all kinds of chocolate cake, even vanilla cake with vanilla icing. I was just telling everybody, I love sweets, but I try to stay away from sweets as much as I can. I try to stay, thin as I can, and maybe once a month I'll treat myself, like a Snickers bar or a little bit of ice cream or a little bit of cake, Come on, don't forget to enter Doozer's giveaway. 36, I tried to limit my chocolate cake intake. Oh, Madam Jasmine, yeah, you're really thin, so you don't have to worry. And all the walking you do in the airport and getting your luggage and the hotels, you don't have any worries. Probably for many, many years to come. You're good. Don't worry about that. No matter how much cake or donuts or whatever you eat, you'll probably walk that off. And I see from your channel, your favorite food is sushi and fish and a lot of things like that. So you're not getting too many calories in. So, yeah, I think you're one of these women who will be on the thin side probably the rest of their life, especially with all the walking you do. You're going to all those airports and car rentals and hotels. Yeah, I don't think you have any worries. Yeah, chocolate cake. Yeah, I love chocolate cake. So donuts, chocolate cake. I really love Neapolitan ice cream. So for those of you who don't know, that's where you get chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry all in the same container. And I can really eat that. I've never monitored, I got a quart or a gallon or any, by the size. I got a bucket or whatever. And I just, get it out, put it in an ice cream bowl and just eat it. But I can eat a lot of ice cream, especially the Neapolitan. That's always been my favorite. Madam Jasmine, I can eat anything. My rule, as if I can, I'm losing my comments. See, I can pronounce it, I will eat it. Maybe except escargot. Yeah, I've never had escargot. Yeah, that and caviar, I've never really had the urge to eat that. And like I was saying on the comment, Madam Jasmine, the other night, I've never tried sushi. I've always been a little wary about that. And then you said, I think they have cooked vegetable rolls or something that you can get. So, yeah, it's just in the mind. You hear anything uncooked, and then it's just like, oh, I better not try that. Strawberry was my favorite part. Yeah, that's the thing with Neapolitan. They're all my favorite parts. Vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate. So yeah, so that's my favorite. But like donuts too. I love donuts. I love like homemade chocolate chip cookies. I love peanut butter cookies. And yeah, I'm like everybody else. I can eat the sweets. I try not to though. Saying tried tuna. Let's see. I tried one sushi with tuna. Okay. Yeah, maybe one of these days have some sushi. I don't know. I do love tuna. I love salmon. I do like trout. I like the taste of trout, but I don't like the little bones in there. I've choked a few times pretty good. I thought I had all the bones out of the fish. And someone had made a home cooked meal those several times, and I was chewing real slow, and I wasn't talking through dinner, and a few of the trout bones got caught in my throat. And the second time I said, second or third time I said, that was it. I'm not eating trout anymore. I love the taste, but the salmon, the bones are a lot bigger. So whoever prepares it, if they don't take all the bones out, they're pretty thick and big. At least I can feel them, in my mouth. Or the trouts, it goes right. It's like they stick right to the back of my throat. It's 89 minutes. I love the firecracker sushi. Oh, you've had sushi 89 and Tampa shrimp. Well, you're past me because I've never even tasted sushi. I remember years ago, I think it was Victoria Principal, the actress. She was living in Beverly Hills at the time, and she went to a Beverly Hills restaurant, I believe, and she got sushi from there, and she got food poisoning from the sushi. And I remember thinking, Beverly Hills has all those expensive restaurants. If she got food poisoning from one of those expensive restaurants on sushi, what am I in for? I can't afford those expensive restaurants, and that kind of always made me a little leery on having sushi. And then again, like I was telling Madam Jasmine, the just thinking about having food that's uncooked, it just sticks up here in the mind. And I don't know, maybe one of these days. Madam Jasmine seems to enjoy it a lot. I see her eating sushi a lot in her videos. So maybe one of these days, maybe she'll talk me into one of these days. I don't know. So I've been on here 2 hours and 32 minutes. Wow. I was telling everybody before, the longest I was on was 2 hours and 18 minutes 4 days ago. After 2 hours, my voice starts to go. I don't know why. It's always been like that. I never really talked 2 hours straight at one time. Like you have to on the live naturally. See, or E&B grocery store makes it fresh on the spot. Okay, in the spot. Yeah, definitely. When you have sushi, you want to eat it fresh, as fresh as you can. In movies, they always say, don't get sushi at a gas station. They always make kind of like a joke of that. So I definitely want to get it at a gas station. So now Madam Jasmine, like I said, she has a great channel. She knows where to get sushi and where to order it from. And on her channel, she shows you the menu and the brochures and the receipt, where to get it, how to get it, what it costs, the whole deal. So if you love food channels and I think they're called mukbangs, where you order food and eat food and explain what you're eating and show what you're eating. Yeah, she does great ones. She was doing a Jamaican and something, and I never had Jamaican food. She does a lot of Hawaiian food. And I told her I went to a Hawaiian luau here in Vegas at a casino. They were having an Hawaiian party. I went to that years ago, and that was a lot of fun. So I said, what time is it over there now? It's getting close to 7 o'clock. I think my clock's fast might be 6:45, give or take. So yeah, Madam Jasmine has some great food, and she really enjoys it, and that makes it very nice to watch because she explains it all, saying what it costs. She shows you the menu where it's at, and she goes all around the country. She's probably been to just about every state, I think, and she goes in some really nice restaurants and orders some really nice food. So yeah, she had one of her videos. She got Jamaican food. I think she said it was chicken and oxtails, if I remember right, or close to that. I remember the oxtails part because I said I've never had that. Okay, Alex, it's 9:46, so you're about 3 hours difference. So Alex is in Kentucky. Let's see. Yeah, so the list is helping me remember. Okay, it's the fastest time in the U.S. Oh, is it, Alex? Okay, I didn't know that. Wow. Yeah, I'd like to get to Kentucky one of these days. Like I said, I have a YouTube buddy he does comic books and he likes it there. He said it's really nice. So I don't know if Madam Jasmine's ever been to Kentucky. If you're still on here, Madam Jasmine, have you been to Kentucky? It's 89 until 9:47 p.m. here in Brownsville, Texas. Okay, 6. Okay, so they're about 3 hours difference too. I thought you were maybe 2 in Texas. Okay. Yeah, I wish all the time zones were the same. Make it easier. Maybe one day, who knows? 89.8. Okay. Is it Bub's Comics? No, actually, it's Spider 7 Comics. I don't know if you know him. And his name is Nick. And he put out a video last week. And I saved it to watch and I haven't got to it yet. Really nice guy. He gets some really, really nice comic books, older and newer too. He goes hunting and gets some really nice older ones. Let's see. Spider Comics 7 is my brother. Your real brother or brother like a friend? Because I didn't know if you knew Spider Comics 7. My younger brother. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I know he said he had a brother. I didn't know it was you. Okay. Well, tell him I said hi and tell him I've been going live. I really haven't let too many people know. I let 89 know and I think 2 or 3 other people. And that's it. I've just been coming on random. I haven't said like a certain time, like every Saturday yet or Friday. I've just been popping on. And that's why I never know when you're going to go live. The time difference is crazy. Yeah, I know the time difference, and I still don't know if I'm going to go once a week, twice a week. I don't know yet. I'm just still feeling it out, how many people come in. I've been having some great people come in. A lot of people I already know from YouTube. Like I said, maybe 2 at a time, 3 at a time. It's Alex Blue, real brother. We'll do okay, great. Yeah, I didn't know Nick was your brother. Wow, that's cool. I should have realized when you said Kentucky. Because I know Nick, he mentions Kentucky a few times. And I saved Nick's his last video. I just haven't watched it yet. I should have put those two together. So yeah, I've been on here 2 hours and 39 minutes. My voice is still holding out. It's sore though. I probably won't be able to talk too much more tonight. I can't believe how fast the time goes by on a live stream. Even if I just get like 2, 3 people at a time popping in and out. I don't even know how many people I've had on here tonight. I think my end says 8 thumbs up, but I think a lot of people didn't leave comments. I wrote down a lot of new people. Oh, maybe 6 or 7 new people. A lot of people I don't think left comments. It just kind of popped in and out. So that's okay. I know a lot of people are live streaming. I do that too. I'll stay in a live stream, maybe 5-10 minutes, then I'll go to another one, then I'll pop back into the original one. I try to go on everybody, that I can, it's hard to do, especially on Friday night. I won't be streaming live on Friday nights because a lot of my friends on YouTube, they stream on Friday night. So Friday night is a real popular night. So I like to be in their streams, and about a handful have invited me on their panel to talk. I just haven't done it yet. So you guys might see me on a live stream and other people's eventually. So it's kind of working my way up to this. I'm still kind of new. Like I said, this is like my fourth or fifth one, so I'm still kind of new at this. And it's fun to see who comes in and out, It's fun both ways if you know the people. And like 89 Mattel, we always watch each other's videos every week. So it's fun when you know somebody like that. And then it's fun when you get a new person because you don't know them. And you get to tell them about your channel and what you do and everything. I'm just trying something on my phone here. Okay. Yeah, so like I said, I want to start streaming on my computer so the comments won't disappear. But I'm going through StreamYard. I've had a few technical difficulties. I'm working out on that. And I was going to work on it tonight. And I was just in the mood to come on here and say hi to you guys. It's been 4 days, but it kind of seems like it's been like 4 weeks, So I figured I'll just pop on for 20 minutes and say hi to everybody. But like I said, it's weird. The time goes by fast, and with people coming in, 1 here, 2 here, 3, they keep you going. And I'm not a big talker. So this is kind of a big deal for me. I don't talk that much. And on live stream, you have to keep talking, you have to keep it going. I've been on several live streams. They don't say anything. They just kind of put their hand against their face and just stare at the camera or do homework or watch TV, but that's good for them. But I like to interact with the people, my friends. Yeah, live chats are cool and everyone is just hanging out. Yeah, I guess this would be called a chill channel. I just like to come in here and say hi to you guys, how you guys are doing. And even though, a couple of people come in at a time or one at a time, I get to chat with everybody at once, which is a nice feeling, Who's live chat will you maybe be on? Okay, my friend, he's called Nico's Experience. He's asked me several times to be on his. He lives in Florida, and his videos, well, he does lives Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. He was going Monday and Friday, and I told him I want to see more of him doing live, so he's been doing them Wednesday morning. He gets up early, and his channel is about, he loves to travel. He's retired, but he works part-time, just to keep his mind and body going, and he likes to go traveling around the world. He just got back from the Philippines. He's been there several times. I think he wants to go to Brazil, and I think South America. And so he flies from Florida to California. He has a buddy there, and then he'll shoot off to the Philippines. And I think he's supposed to go to the Philippines this coming October 2020. But in between, he vlogs around Florida. He has a drone. So it's cool. He goes to the beach and he'll film people on the beach and swimming. Just walks around vlogging. And he does lives on the beach. So people will chat. I like coming in on his lives when he's at the beach. And then he has a drone. And then he'll fly over Florida. One video he did real expensive, huge, beautiful mansions there in Florida. There's one area, it's all beautiful mansions. And he took a nice drone footage of all that. That was really neat. And then if he's driving somewhere and he sees something interesting, he'll just get out and do a quick video, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. He likes to keep them short because he has respect for people, because people don't have a lot of time nowadays. So you don't want to do, a 20, 30 minute video. And so he tries to keep them real short. Yeah, you'll want to check him out, 89 Mattel. And a really nice guy. And he's asked me several times to be on his lives, and but I wasn't even going live. I wanted to try to go live, just to see how it is. He's been going live, I think, for a long time, and he's really good at it. It's like second nature for him. And he cooks, so he cooks his own meals in his kitchen. So put the camera down, but you can see him cook. He likes to cook chicken and like rice and eggs, and he has 2 daughters, and he's cooking for them. Then he'll make meals, for all week, I think, for him, or at least a couple days ahead. So he's talking to the camera and he's cooking, and he's just a real interesting guy. I think I discovered him like maybe about a year ago. And then since then, I've watched every video, every live. He's just very interesting. If you watch at least one, maybe 2 videos, it's like you're hooked, He's really interesting to talk to. And if you go on a live, he's super nice. Or talk to him afterwards on a message or something. He'll answer any questions, anything you got about his travels or what he's cooking. And super nice guy. You couldn't find a better nice guy. His name's Nico, and the channel is Nico's Experience. Tell him you came over from Ron the Future. Tell him you're Ron the Future's little bro, and he'll be more than glad to have you on the channel. He has all nice people on the channel. He's a chill channel like I am. And then he tells you neat stories, from when he goes to other countries. Like he just got back from the Philippines, and he has great stories to tell. Very, very good stories. I also cut my videos from 20 minutes to 5 or 10 minutes, cut the content and spread it. Yeah, that's what he does. Like what he's doing now, he got back from the Philippines. He was doing longer videos. Now he cut them down. So like say if he goes to a mall, instead of doing like one long 20-minute, he'll break it down to like 2, 3, 4 minutes, or a museum or something. And in this way, don't take people's time and they can see the whole video. And everybody's already rushing, and now with YouTube, all the videos, everybody's rushing and scrambling to watch videos and lives, and it's hard to do. So yeah, he's real considerate that way. He tries to break them down. You already know my videos on the Hot Wheels or the comic books usually go like 3 minutes, maybe 8 or 9 minutes. So mine aren't very long. That's why I really don't edit them. I know I could put in an intro and an outro maybe one of these days, but yeah, they're pretty short. I'd like to come on and talk about them, like you, 89 Mattel. You've got fancier, than I have. You've added different things and stuff. I'm not quite there yet. And then everybody could ask me when am I going live? And I said, well, I don't know. I really didn't think about it. And, to go on the phone, you had to have the 1,000 subscribers. So I have, I think 1,100 now. So I hit the 1,000. I thought about it. I don't know if you need 1,000 now to go live on a phone or not. But so when I got to the 1,000, I started thinking about it. I wasn't really sure, because like I said, it's embarrassing if nobody comes in and you just stay on 0, for a half hour and don't have anybody. Of course, you can always get off, and I just kept thinking about it. And then one day I just said, no, the heck with it, just go on. So I didn't let anybody know. I think it was on a Thursday. I don't know if you've seen this one, 89 Mattel. So I had a loose Hot Wheel like this. Well, this one's carded, but it was a loose Hot Wheel of the monster truck. So I had the monster truck on my table, and I filmed it with my camera, just looking at the truck. And you see my hand, I'm just kind of rolling and moving the truck around. And I was just telling stories about my life. That was my very first one 2 weeks ago. And the people were coming in. People I knew, some I didn't know. And that was real interesting. So the second one I did, then I showed my face like I am now. I started talking. And like I said, I can hold 3 or 4 people, usually. And I got so many YouTube friends I thought I'd never really see, because I didn't think I was going to go live. And some of them aren't live yet. Some are, a lot of them are. So I get to see them, So yeah, this is a lot of fun. I'm almost 3 hours. I'm at 2:49. Maybe I'll cut it off at the 3 hours. My throat's gonna be killing me tonight and tomorrow. Because I was only supposed to come on for 20 minutes. I don't know where the time goes by so fast. So it's awesome that you started doing this. Thank you, 89. Yeah. Like I said, like you and Alex and Madam Jasmine, everybody that came on and has been coming on in the last few weeks. It's fun to see you guys, even though it's not your face talking like in your videos or when you guys go live, I get to see your comments, and that's a lot of fun. It really is. Well, you went live one time, 89, until I remember it, you were in your car. You said the Wi-Fi in your house wasn't so bad. I think you're in your Mustang. And if I remember right, your Mustang was in your driveway and you were pointing your phone towards the street. So you were talking, we could hear your voice. I think your Wi-Fi messed up, so you weren't on that long, maybe 5 or 10 minutes or something. I remember that. My comments keep disappearing. So glad to hear, buddies. Oh yeah, I enjoy it. Like I said, I'm fascinated with how fast the time goes by. I'm almost up to 3 hours. It's really weird. It seems like I've been sitting here like for maybe 20 minutes. I don't know where the time went. It just, I don't know. I didn't plan on another 2 or 3, a 2-hour live stream. Here I wound up 3 hours. To me, that's crazy. I never thought I'd be talking 3 hours straight. And it's weird, because you guys see me, but I can't see you. So that's another weird thing versus doing, video, so if you're shooting a comic book or scenery outside on a vlog, this is kind of weird. And mentally, you have to get used to, at least for me. So I see myself, then I see your comments, and then you're watching who's coming in, who's coming out, the number, you're trying to watch the time, always trying to have something to say. So mentally, when I'm through with this, I'm really tired. The other day when I did the 2 hours and 18 minutes, and when I got done, I was really mentally tired. I was like ready for bed, and I didn't eat dinner yet. So I ate, I watched a movie. I think it was Analyze This and Analyze That, and I was tired. I couldn't believe it. Then I've heard other live streamers say how mentally exhausting it is, See, 89, yeah, I went live when I got the option to. It was fun. Yeah, it was just the one time, I think, right? I remember just the once. So, yeah, it's a weird feeling because I know you guys, like I said, you can see me. I can't see you except for your comments, which that's okay. It's fun to see what you guys have to say and everything. So, yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it. Can't wait to get my computer going, so I don't have to keep jumping up here and checking my comments. What I'd like to do next is do live out in Vegas. I wanted to do like the Strip in downtown, but I'll tell you, I've been going into a lot of casinos and they're playing music, and they never did before. So they found out, I know they did. I have a cousin that lives in California, and he came out last summer. I took him to MGM, and they were playing music like Cher and Madonna. They never played music before. Then we went to New York, New York. I wasn't going to go live. I was just going to make like a short little vlog. New York, New York was playing music. Then we went to the Excalibur. Excalibur was playing music. So I figured they're all going to play music. And in some of the casinos, even in the souvenir stores, they don't want you filming. They'll say you can take pictures, but no filming, because they know you're going to put it on YouTube. I guess they're afraid you might make a penny on it, and they're not going to get their cut. I don't know. It's really silly, though. So, yeah, I wanted to go in the casinos. The casinos are like when you film the gambling part, the tables and the machines, and I can understand why. But even some antique stores out here, downtown, they have signs out. I've seen another vlogger do that. They went to go in the antique stores, and the sign's right there. No video, no videoing. So I don't know, a lot of places I wanted to do, they play music. And even on the Strip on the outside, they play music. My cousin and I, we went to, you'll see it on my playlist under Las Vegas Vlogs. we went to the Coca-Cola store, and you see the big Coca-Cola shaped green bottle. That's my thumbnail. And I got that building because we were there, but they were playing music like a block away. But I got in a spot, and it was real windy that day, and you couldn't hear the music. And I didn't get a strike or anything because you couldn't hear the music. But if you walk maybe 20 feet down the street, you'll hear the music. As a matter of fact, Madam Jasmine just, I don't know, she just did. I seen it the other night. She was in a restaurant, and YouTube picked up the music, and I think she said YouTube sent her an email letting her know if she ever gets monetized, she won't make money on that video. The money will go to the artist, to the music, something like that. So if you don't get strike, that's, I guess, your punishment. You know, you won't, if you get monetized, you won't make any money from that video because it has the background music of somebody. And then also at the Strip, we have street performers. You know, like they'll be singing Michael Jackson or Madonna or Cher, whoever, you know, so I can't really do it. Some people say, well, if you mute the video and then upload it, so maybe I can do that. I haven't tried that yet. That might be kind of boring, you know, because you can't hear me talk and explain where I'm at. You know, it's just walking down or driving down the Strip, you'll just see, it's like watching TV with no sound, you know, having the mute on. So I really don't like that idea. I like to be able to talk to you guys and explain to you guys where I'm at and what I'm looking at and tell you the detail of things or how much things cost. But I can't with the casinos, you know, playing music. You know, they pipe it in all over. So, but there's some other interesting things out here in Vegas that outside, you know, outside stuff that they're not playing music that I'd like to do. There's one place that don't play music. They just don't allow no video at all. You can take pictures and you can make a video like that of, you know, still pictures, but I really don't like that. I just like to shoot, you know, regular video. And it's at one of the museums up here. And I wanted to do that for you guys, but yeah, they say no video at all. They have big signs, you know, so a lot of places are doing that. They're killing it for the YouTubers, you know, because we like to share things with you. A lot of people I know, you know, that might not ever be able to come to Las Vegas and live in different countries. And I wanted to bring, you know, some of that to you guys, but I don't want to get striked with the music. So I'll try to find places eventually that maybe don't play music or, you know, outdoorsy stuff. So I'll try to take you guys outdoors, you know, maybe a little bit in the desert type things or something. So I'd like you guys to see, you know, the different places I can go. So 89, are you ever going to go live again? And I think sometimes you have trouble with your Wi-Fi or your signal. I know it's hard for you sometimes. Oh, my throat is shot. It feels like I have a bad cold. I know you guys can hear it. I've been on 2 hours and 59 minutes. Maybe I better cut it off in about another minute. I won't be able to talk tomorrow. I wish I didn't do it. I know guys, they can talk 5-6 hours, no problem, maybe even more. I've seen them. 89 maybe. Okay, yeah, I'd like to see you go live, 89. It's a lot. Well, you know, it's a lot of fun. This is my 4th or 5th one now, and each time it's more fun. I think that's why I'm doing them longer. I'm not paying attention to the time, and then, you know, people are asking me questions and everything. It's a lot of fun. Wi-Fi is a lot better. Okay, that's good to hear. Yeah, I have really good Wi-Fi. So, and I have the modem upstairs with the TV here, so I'm really close to it. So I think that helps the closer you are to it. Yeah, Alex, yeah, talking is kind of important. Yeah, that's pretty much killed me last summer because my cousin and I went to some really nice casinos, went in some really nice stores, and we walked down the Las Vegas Strip. I did do I went into a pinball, um, I'll say a store. It's more like a museum. They have hundreds of pinball museums. It's in my playlist under Las Vegas vlogs. If you want to see that, check it out. And you're allowed to vlog in there. You hear the noise of the pinball machines and stuff like that. That's great, but there's no music. And last summer they said they were going to open up a bigger museum right there on the strip. They already bought the property. I think the building's there. They just have to move all their pinball machines in there. Okay, my battery power just hit 15%, so after that it goes down real quick. Okay, I better go. Yeah, I just hit the 3 hour mark. So yeah, I better wrap it up so I have a voice for tomorrow. But I want to thank everybody for coming in so much. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here. You guys really are the ones that make the live stream, not me. So I would say thank you to everybody. Alex, 89, my brother, Madam Jasmine. I don't have time to go through the whole list. My phone's getting ready to go out. I want to thank everybody for coming on. I might try to come on this Saturday, again, at least for a little bit, maybe not a 3 hour one. And I just like saying hi to you guys. It's kind of like addicting. I enjoy you guys. I love reading your comments and seeing who comes in and seeing my old buddies and friends and making new friends on here. And you guys too, like Madam Jasmine, I met her last week. She came in here for the first time, and now I'm trying to watch all of her videos. I haven't got to them all yet. So, all right, so you guys have a good night. Yeah, Alex, tell Nick I said hello and everything. Let him know I'm going live. Maybe you can catch me one day. And let's see, it was fun. Well, until next time. Yeah, hey, you guys take care. And again, thanks a lot. And like I always at the end of my videos, you guys stay safe and take care out there, okay? And I might come on Saturday, maybe around 4 or 5. So I'm looking towards that on that day. Okay, you guys have a great night, and I will see you guys next time.